Well, hi. I need to figure out a way to make that not so abrupt. Hi, everybody. How's it going? Okay, so I'm here. Renato is not here yet, but you know what? I'm here. So I was like, you know what? Let me just start. So, welcome to the Tuesday Night Festivities after party. Thank you so much for joining us. Hopefully, you guys were also over on my Instagram where we were talking with Marvin Vittori. That was a lot of fun. I would think that some of you hopefully came over from there. So Marvin is, he's one of those guys who Hanato and I were both talking about. Like we've both known him and known him for a while and know him in a way that a lot of the people who are, let's just say, in the media who don't know him, and Marvin is kind of portrayed a certain way, but he's a really, really, really good dude. And we had a really fun conversation with him. We talked a lot about Italy and Italian things and Italian food, but also we touched on the Israel Adesanya and Whitaker fight coming up. Obviously, he has a lot of experience with Israel Adesanya there. So we talked about that and the fact that Jared Cannonier is also fighting Derek Brunson. We talked about the Strickland fight. He and Sean are friends. We kind of got into that. So something worth checking out if you are just getting over here. Hello, Marcos Martinez. Hello. What up, big dog as well? What up, 360 SBN? What are you asking? I don't know about Lorenzo. I don't know about Lorenzo Fertitta's backstory. Sorry. All I know is that whenever I did see Lorenzo, he was great to me. Always. And like, I'm not gonna lie, he's a handsome man. Lorenzo Fertitta is a handsome man. Newsflash. Telling you guys stuff that like everybody knows. Anyway, okay, so yes, there's some other new comments here. Hello, Jimmy Rivera going to H Town. Good for you. Good for you. What up, big dog? Yeah. Okay. So what up? I don't know where Hanato is. But in the meantime, let me tell you that Angela Hill and I, maybe I should maybe move that light a little bit if I can. Angela Hill and I, we spoke with Kyler Phillips and let me move this. Kyler Phillips and Roxanne Modafferi on our What Had Happened Was podcast. So both of them are fighting at UFC 271, and they are both going to be in action. So on Saturday, and so we spoke to both of them. Let me just hold on. Okay, I already sent him. Okay, let me send this again because I had sent him the. I sent this to him, and I have to just resend them the link to the show, uh, even though I'd already sent it before. Okay, alrighty, okay. Let me just tell him sent again. Anyway, okay, so we had on Roxanne Modafferi, and it is her last fight. So she is fighting Casey O'Neill. And so Roxanne talks about why it's her last fight, she plans to do after her fighting career, what she feels like being sort of a legend. And she's somebody that's a touchstone fighter for so many of us. So a really fun conversation with Roxanne Modafferi. And before that, we spoke with Kyler Phillips. And Kyler is a bantamweight who has sort of refocused himself. He was doing so well in the UFC, and then he didn't have a fight that went his way, even though it was a great fight. And he realized some things about, they say win or learn, right? So he learned some things by having a fight that didn't go his way. He's kind of checked himself and refocused. So it's cool to catch up with him and get a bead on what he is doing now before this fight. So that is What Had Happened Was episode 51. Also, before that, though, episode 50 features Jamal Hill, who'll be fighting as well. And the last one as well, we had Hakeem Dawodu, who just won his fight. But hey, Nato, hi. Hey, listen. Listen, baby, I had sent you the email before, but I'm sorry.
Did you just say baby, caray?
I did call you baby.
This a Freudian slip, for huh?
That was
You
weird.
like, you know, all of a sudden you see me in a chain shop and you're like, listen, baby, I got that money for you. Baby, don't be so mean.
No, I don't
Please,
have money
baby.
for you. I don't.
Please, baby, listen, baby. Oh, caralho. Um,
Have you
anyway.
talked to Anthony?
No, I haven't talked to Anthony. Wait, hold on. I need to
I don't
spice
know.
this up a little for the people so they can see my baby browns here.
I do,
Hold
yeah,
on.
I haven't talked to Anthony, and Max Payne Griff was on the other part of the show, but I sent him the link as well, but
Yeah,
I don't
where
know if
is
he's
this
on it.
fucking guy?
I don't know.
Well, whatever. We can let them eat shit. Or what was the Marie Antoinette or something like that.
Let them eat cake.
Speaking of cakes.
Okay, so hey,
No.
what was your take on Marvin Vittori?
Oh, we're doing like a recap of that shit?
Well, I mean, we could. Wait, I'm just curious what you thought of that.
I enjoyed Mahavin. Oh, maybe I should make
Yeah,
like so we don't look like we're in two different kinds of
I know.
fucking
Well,
setup.
I realized I didn't need that much headspace.
Caralho.
Yeah, Marcos Martinez is saying, yeah, Anthony is the big time host of BYM now. He's Mike Bisping's full time co-host now.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Oh yeah, that's hype. So now, oh now he's gonna become the persona
He's
non
gonna be
grata.
scarce. I think he's gonna be scarce now. Let me see. I'll send him a
Oh,
message.
now he's gonna become like the enemy of the stage. Like Lucifer. We sent him down to the Bisbing podcast. He's the fallen angel, caralho. Sent him down to the Beelzebub, to the Bisbing Beelzebub with the one eye, caralho. Bisbing is used that one eye to trick him to sabotage. You know, he take it out sometime and he let you curry you favor.
He does. He does.
Yeah.
Okay. So we don't have to do a postmortem on Marvin Vittori, but I just want to let everybody know that for those of you who don't know, we now have Fistivities.com is up and running, where you can find all of our shows. If you guys are here on YouTube, you know that all of the shows are here on YouTube. And if you're watching this on Twitter, only the after party is live on Twitter. The Tuesday Night Festivities show is not on Twitter. You have to go to either YouTube/Karyn Bryant, or now you can go to Fistivities.com to see all of our shows. It's a very basic site, Renato. I'm just barely put it together, but it is something where now it is a hub for all of our shows, and everybody can find everything in one place, and they can find links to our social media as well.
Yeah, the hub. Someone said in the comments something very, very challenging, which is very true. Bisbing is like to send him to Bisbing is like to send someone in the NBA to the G League. We send him down there to spruce up his skills. You know, we send him down
Okay.
there, and then like they go to every game in like a hunt down old bus or whatever.
Right.
And then
And
if we call him up, then and then all his friends is like, yeah, you made it. You're going to the show, Porra. You know, and he
yeah,
has
we are
first
the
class.
show.
Yeah, this is first class, Porra. The other
We
stuff
are the
is
big
is
show. We are the big
the
show.
other stuff
Listen,
is Frontier,
we
is Spirit Airline.
it is. Oh, by the way, did you hear that Frontier and Spirit are going to merge? That's
That's like
hilarious. That's
that's like
hilarious.
King Cobra and Old English merging. I
It's
mean,
too
what's the
ghetto.
fucking
It
point?
is. It's Old English and St. Ides going. You know what?
You
I
know what?
see.
You know what would be interesting? They're like two shit. Maybe they think like how sometimes two Z
It's so
level
ghetto.
celebrities.
It's too ghetto. It's like
But think about
it's like
this.
Cardi B and well, who's the most ghetto, and like
Yeah, but
and
she's
like
first class though. This is like a Z level celeb. You know what this remind me of? At the time, nobody gave a fuck about Kim Kardashian, and fucking Hey J was like a D list celebrity. But you have
I
a
don't even
sex
know
tape with.
is Ray J. I don't even know who Ray J is. Is he a
You don't know
boxer?
how she came about.
She
He's
had a sex tape.
yeah, with Hey J, and he
But who is Ray J? Is he
exact. He's Brandy's little brother, who was like
in real life?
Yeah, he was also play her brother in the fucking show
That's what I'm
Brandy.
saying. Was he on the show?
That and he's her the heel little brother, and he was like
I never watched the
a
show.
C-list HMB star. Okay, so you gotta put it this way: you put him together with her, who was a fucking nobody, and they do a sex tape. Somehow the mixture of that two turn into. I mean, is there any
Was it any
more?
good? Did you see it?
I seen it. She's sucking on his dick and all that stuff, and she's getting fucked from behind. It's a porno chick. Now it's something to watch because it's like now she's so famous and ubiquitous that it's kind of funny to see her.
I've never seen it.
Whatever. If you've seen a porno, you've seen the porno. It's just porno.
Did you hear
It's
that?
amateur porno, huh?
Did Did you hear that somebody said that there's a PVZ and Austin tape out,
Oh, I'm not surprised. I thought
or
they
that
did
they're
that kind of.
selling it or something?
I
Did
thought that they
anybody
was
hear
already
about
doing
that?
that shit on OnlyFans
I didn't.
anyway.
I don't know. Did anybody hear that? Hey, Baz Wax, my cousin. Hey, did you hear Hanato? I might actually be related to him because he's a walker as well, and he's Scottish. So am I. What up, Baz?
But a
Cousin.
walker, I never said I was a walker.
I am.
Oh, I thought you
That's my
said
mother's name.
Hanach.
No, no, no. I'm saying Hanach. Did you hear that Baz Wax, one of our viewers here, and
Uh
I
huh.
might be related? Not that you are. It's
No,
not always
well,
about
if
you,
I'm
honey.
not related, then who?
It's not
People is
always
not
about you.
people are not that excited. Then
Nice tank top, though, by the way.
it's just a wife beater. So so what? Um, there's no other word for that. Uh, you have to call it that. Um,
It's such a New York thing to call it that.
I think it's
Uh,
a everything thing to call it that.
hey, somebody said JHL to 125 saying KB, am I cool with any other girls in the UFC outside of Angela Hill? Of course. Listen, Rose Namajunas
That's true. Halsey,
was one of our guests on Tuesday Night Festivities. Um,
Michelle
I love
Watterson.
Jessica Penne, super cool. Like, who do I see a lot? Who do I hang out with? If I see them, listen, I love Valentina. If Valentina Shevchenko lived in LA, I would want to hang out with that girl all the
Yeah,
time. Like,
I hang out with that one too. Not all the time though.
she's
God,
so badass. There are so many badass girls. Amanda Nunes is so cool. Like, if same thing, if she lived anywhere near me, I would hang out with her and Nina all the
yeah, I
time.
tried to hang out with her and Nina, and like for some reason they wasn't into it.
Yeah,
Some reason I was like, yeah, what? You guys
yeah.
need a third? You guys want to hang
No,
out or whatever? And they
they
was
would
like,
maybe prefer my
They said
company.
they wanted to check a hand
They
check.
would, yeah, probably prefer my company. I'm just saying, no, there's a ton of really cool girls in the UFC. It's not that yeah, it's not that it's yeah, no, it's not that Angela's the only one that I like. It's just that that's who I do the podcast with. But yeah, there's a ton of cool girls. Come on, of course. Who do you like, Hanato?
Female wise,
Yeah, who are some of your favorite female fighters?
you mean for the fighting or for other shit?
Whatever.
Hmm. I like Hose. I think probably my
I know you
favorite.
love Rose.
No, no, not that. But if I okay, so I was just thinking in a split second here. Who have both things that I like? Like she's cute, okay, and funny, and another one who like when she's not being bombarded with like serious questions, she have a
Yeah,
great sense of humor, and I enjoy the fuck out of the way she fight. Now
yeah,
there might be
she
other
is.
female that have maybe one or two of those qualities, but not all
Right,
three. There might be
right,
ones where I'm like, oh, can she fight? But she's maybe not attractive,
right,
Or there
right,
might be, hey, this one, man, she's okay at fighting, but boy, she's gorgeous. Or
right,
hey, this one's funny, can tell a great jokes, but she can't fight her way out of a
she
paper
yep,
bag or whatever. And
right,
then you go
right,
like this. Well, what's the point, Paul? Huh?
right.
But Halls have a lot of that qualities. In terms of fighting, for some reason, I'm blanking on some of the ones that I watch and go, God, are you this fucking girl? I mean,
See, I
Valentina
would
is
think
one
you
of,
would like somebody like a Cynthia Calvillo, who's a badass and she's like a good grappler and
yeah,
she
she's
goes
cool.
for the
She's cool.
kill.
Yeah, she's good.
Um,
She's very good. But I'm talking about ones that I'm like, oh my God, when I see
well,
the
I'm sure you
skills.
love Shevchenko because she's just so great.
Yeah, Shevchenko, when you see the skills, and Pena, the way she looked in that last fight, boy, was that
Hmm.
fucking fun to
Hmm.
watch. God,
All right, okay. I'm not gonna
yeah,
put you on the spot. I'm not gonna put you on the spot. But
I didn't
speaking of
mind.
the women, what are your thoughts on and if people want to comment too on Juliana Pena versus Amanda Nunes as the coaches,
Oh,
the ultimate
I mean,
fight?
could you ask for a better?
I know.
I mean,
It's
what
kind of
would be
great.
better? I mean, it's the only kind of shit that you might be better is like, I don't know, Nate Diaz versus Mike Perry or some shit like
I
that.
know.
I'm just saying like of the people that they could get and the way the last fight went down, it's a home hunt. It's a
Yeah.
humdinger. What the you can you imagine the pettiness? Can you imagine the pettiness?
Be, because if I'm honest,
Yeah.
like there how do I phrase this?
Oh, here we go now. Don't get yourself in trouble because you have to deal with these fucking chicks.
I know.
I don't have to deal with that ones.
I
I
know.
can
I'm just saying there are times when
I can charm them.
there are times when I think that
Hmm.
Juliana thinks that we're all against her more than we are, right? So
Okay,
sometimes she has a little bit of a chip on her shoulder because I
fair
think she
enough.
thinks the world is against her when we're actually not.
But can I tell you this? And I think this speaks to the shit that I was saying to Mahavino, um, which is, of course, he's not gonna fucking like Adesanya. Okay, like
Right.
to ask this fucking guy to like Adesanya, it's crazy to think.
Of course he's not gonna.
But when those two guys is fucking old and losing their hair and they're looking back at the old days, they're gonna go, my brother, God, remember, you
Of
got
course.
hair, like old war bodies.
Right.
But now, forget it. Now, I think in the same way, every fight is different. Some people don't take it personally. Some people don't need to get jazzed up to fight. Some people can have a beer with the person. Some people like the Joker. He's fine with you during and after. You know
Right.
what during, before, after, whatever. There's certain people who need to have to make a chip on their shoulder.
Yeah.
Like, if she don't believe that everyone's against her, she might not be able to perform at the level she needs to perform at.
I think Joanna's a little bit like that too.
Yeah, and you can't, whatever a person needs to do in this wild fucking sport, whether it be sit in a home by themselves and meditate, or be out there doing whatever dumb shit they're doing, or to make it like everybody hate them, or whatever they gotta do. Have a voodoo doll of the guy. I don't care. If that's what it takes for you to put you in a cage and lock you in there and let millions of people watch you, then that's what it takes.
Yeah.
So I can't blame someone for doing that because there's the famous story. I know it's not fighting, but there's a funny story about and I think I might have told you about this, but Shaquille O'Neal, for his whole career, used to say a story about how when he was young, he had the chance to meet David
Oh,
Robinson. And he said that David Robinson snubbed him when he was a kid for the autograph and was like, get out of here.
yeah.
Now, he used that and told that story his whole career while he was going up against David Robinson. Recently, he admitted he completely made up the story.
Made it up.
And he made it up and said it so many fucking times that he would have an animosity toward this guy because he had to have something. A lot of other people don't need to have something, but he needed that. Jordan is like that. He needs to hate your fucking guts, you know?
Yeah.
It take all kinds.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's interesting because I am very, very, very competitive. Um, and so hold on a second. I just realized I didn't plug in my USB, which will
Well,
make
I'm
this
sure
a
that's great
weird.
for the fans. They can wait while you figure
No,
that out,
I
man.
know. I'm sorry. I just am
Sorry
realizing
about
this.
this, people.
I'm
It's
sorry,
unprofessional.
folks. It is unprofessional. I'm just realizing it now. There we go. So yeah, this should look better now. Okay. Thank you. See, I thought of it though. I thought it. I caught it. Um, But yeah, no, I am so competitive that I feel like not that I would necessarily need to invent something, but yeah, I understand why Juliana kind of has that chip on her shoulder because it helps her get up for the fight because you can see that it helps her get really amped.
You
And
know,
so yeah.
I was always one of those kind of people, so I understand. I wasn't like this. I wasn't per se like having a chip on my shoulder or whatever. But if I was expect to win something,
Mhm.
I always felt a lot of fucking pressure. I always enjoyed being the person that just have no fucking chance. You know what I'm saying? Like when somebody underestimate me or I think that there's no way I can win, is I it gives me the fire that I'm like,
Yeah.
oh God, I can't fucking wait to see the look on their face. You know what I mean?
Oh,
And
oh
then
yeah.
but for some reason, oh, when it's somebody you're not, I'd rather fight somebody I have no business fighting than someone I'm supposed to kick their ass. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
but you know, I guess that's not. It is what it is. You know, some people, you know, I prefer everyone to downplay me than to be like, oh, he's got this in the bag. You know, so
Yeah.
I can imagine if I, you know, if I was fighting now and I won a championships and then to motivate myself the next one to be the underdog, I would turn myself into the underdog. I go, oh, you guys think that was a fluke, huh? Okay,
Right.
motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you got
Well,
to.
speaking of your fight career, Tim Cling,
Ting cling cool? Ching ching what? You careful. You know what? Careful.
let me try this
We in a
again.
very sensitive. Careful what you're saying. You choose your word correct.
Tim Klingbeil asks with a donation, a very generous donation. Thank you so
No.
much, Tim. Henach, is it true you were a gold medalist in the full mount event in the light skinned category of the 1997 Harlem Olympics, but you were DQ'd for outstanding child support obligations? Damn,
Yeah, that God, that
that
was an
does sound
unfortunate.
familiar.
That was an
I think
unfortunate
that's on your
situation.
wiki page.
That was unfortunate. I tried to get that taken off my fucking wiki page, but you know, I don't like to rehash old hash, you know.
Mhm, mhm.
But yeah, that was a dark, you know, a dark time. That's when your personal life is intersect with your professional life, you know. And I feel that we have to let sleeping dogs to die. Um,
Okay.
but yeah, and now I'm thinking about, I'm thinking about coming out of HIMA because do you know that they have, and I'm known to be, listen, I never had a professional hacker in this, but I don't know what my amateur numbers is on this one, but you have to be
Mhm.
up there. There's a professional pillow fighting league now. All the pillow fights I have as a child and with various lava. If a chick tried to give you like a little pillow and you go, oh, okay, it's like that, and you go, oh, caralho. And I have all kinds of twists and turns and stuff, and I take you one way and then give you the equivalent of a spinning back fist, but I go like, I miss on purpose, and then I come around 360. A lot of women have been on Queer Street fucking around with me doing that stuff.
Dude,
And we're on our knees a lot of the time.
pillow fights can get pretty aggressive.
It can get very aggressive. It can be some cheers can be involved. You can check one and your lips start buzzing and your ears start hanging. But I'm never the one who set up. I don't start a pillow fight. I finish that one though. So any of
Yeah.
you ladies out there who think you can beat me on a pillow fight, I challenge you to a sleepover party at my place, Karyn,
Mhm.
and we'll see who's the better pillow.
Is anybody sleeping over with you lately?
Oh, wouldn't you love to know, Karyn? I like how that when you said that, you went, anybody say, wait, wait. Like as if you was about to cry.
Why would I care?
I know. Why would I care? Why would I care? I don't care. Mm-mm. Ah, anybody sleeping over there? Hey, hey. You sound like Alfalfa singing, what's that? The Barber of Seville, Karaya.
Oh my
I'm the
god.
barber of Seville,
Oh my god.
Figaro.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I don't
caralho.
care.
Hey, remember when he used to sing to Delilah? And what was the other kid, the chunky kid that he was there was fight
Spanky.
for? Yeah,
Spanky.
Spanky. Yeah, there was fight for her affection. Oh, caralho. And you have your buckwheat and Fahina. Oh, porra. Oh, caralho. Oh.
Oh god. I don't know why that's so funny to me right now.
Because we have the age where there was nothing on
Oh,
TV, so they used to show all that fucking bullshit
oh my god.
like Sundays.
Spanky and freaking alfalfa and stuff.
I you know how
It's
much of
so
that shit I
bad.
watched?
It's so bad to
But it's
watch
so
that.
good though. Oh god, oh, it's so good. And you know what's even better than that? Oh porra. I well, there's either two camps. Either you love it or you hate it. But I love the Three Stooges.
Oh, I like the Stooges.
Oh god, are you the Stoogie?
I don't love them, but I do.
I
I'm okay with
fucking
them.
I'm gonna tell you why I love this. People don't
I'm okay
understand
with
the
them.
genius. They think it's just a bunch of guys falling around and
No,
doing
they're
broad
funny.
comedy. But here's the fucking thing. He watched this and think about this in mind. If you watch that fucking show, the true goofballs is whatever, do their stuffs, Larry and Curly,
Mo and
okay?
Curly,
No, Larry and Curly. But,
Larry and
yeah,
Curly.
no, okay.
Mo's the
But
brain.
hold on, I'm going to talk about Mo in a sec here. But Mo, but let me just, I want you to watch again. Mo is in a fucking intense drama. Watch this fucking guy. He's never goofing
He's
around,
serious.
and he's sadistic. Like when
You're right.
he goes, yo, you fucking, and I mean, he's not playing, and I love that when you watch it, he's dead fucking serious, and you wouldn't be able to tell if it wasn't a comedy.
You're right.
He's sincerely like you fucking. It's like he wants to kill these fucking guys
You're
for
right.
her, and he's like, well, listen up, he shut up,
Well,
and
Larry's an idiot.
but they're genius. And when you watch that stuff, I mean, the chiming they have, the
It's so
chemistry,
funny.
and it's always the same stuff. Like somebody is hiring these fucking buffoons to do like the most important, like a wedding, or like we need this
Right.
place fixed up by tomorrow, and it's like, ah, we got you, whatever. And it's like this is the first people that come, and but I'm telling you, all it's from what, the 30s, the
It's
40s.
is it that old?
Yeah, the shit
It's
still to this
funny.
day, I can have the cheers coming. I
It's
have it the whole
funny.
box set where I have every fucking episode.
Really?
Yeah, I can sometimes just put that shit on, and
Oh
I just
wow.
will just fucking laugh by myself,
Well,
like I can't breathe. But some
I
people, I try
remember
to tell
being
them, and they're like, "Nah, that shit's not funny." I don't know what to
I
tell
re-
you.
no, I remember being a kid and my parents thought Benny Hill was funny. So I remember watching
Yeah,
Benny Hill.
that's different.
It is different,
Yeah, it's fun.
but
It have its own charm, but it's a lot of naked chicks hunting around and stuff.
I know, but it was silly, but I do remember them thinking that but that it was funny. But yeah, no, it's
Oh,
The Three Stooges is one of those things where yeah, no, I can definitely
it's
appreciate
like
that.
it's like Looney Tunes. Like the vibe of it is like Looney Tunes, and they're making plans and
Yeah.
stuff. He's like, listen, spread out, you fucking. And he's like,
Yeah.
you get this and you do that, and it's like, wow, why me? And then so and so. It's like,
Oh, I
shut
can
up.
appreciate that.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, the chiming, and it's moved like this, and the people who is always flabbergasted by that stuff, like, oh, like someone's like can't believe, like one of those women, like, oh god, are you? I don't know. It's I some I thought everybody would like it. Apparently, a lot of people don't think it's stupid, but I see the beauty in that one.
No,
Yeah.
I think that kind of stuff is very funny. No, I'm definitely a fan.
And
Okay.
someone said, "What about Laurel and Hardy?" Laurel and Hardy was never my shit, really. I did fuck with whatchamacall, not Laurel and Hardy, Abbott and Costello. Did you used to fuck with Abbott and Costello?
No, not really.
Okay, so what was good about
I mean, I've
what
seen it, I guess, but it's not
what
like
was good
something I would
about
sit around and
it
watch.
had, what it had? You can see Scooby Doo borrow a lot from that,
Yeah.
because it had a lot of that vibe where like the mommy or whatever, like they like in the tomb or whatever, and it's like the fat guy, Costello. He noticed the thing before the other guy, and it's cheap, but it's like he go do a lot of like You know, like that kind of stuff. Like, you know that stuff. I like that one. God, are you? And then the mommy. Never mind. In Italian, it's much nicer for her.
Oh, now we're quoting
That's
Goodfellas.
Italian. Castello.
Yeah. Speaking of
Anyway,
Italian, for those who are just joining us, we had a great conversation with Marvin Vittori on.
never mind Marvin Vittori. He's gone now. That's
I
the
know, but I'm
past.
just letting people know they can see it over on my Instagram, KBheat, or it'll be on YouTube tomorrow afternoon
Oh,
and on fistivities.com tomorrow afternoon.
so in other words, what are you, an authority? What are you, an authority on
Hey,
Marvin Vittori?
I no, I'm just saying. Okay, I'm
You just
gray on
saying
gray.
what?
I
You
just
just
realized
say
I'm wearing almost the same color as the chairs of my
no. You're the
fucking.
same. You're the size of that chair. That your hips. No, that's you. The whole stuff. It's you're like
I'm
this.
very. I'm not that big.
No, your arms is like there. Speaking of arms, God, are you?
Well, it's.
I'm the
I'm trying
ultimate
to work on
male.
my arms.
The
My
ultimate
arms.
male versus the ultimate beach ball. Oh,
I'm
God, are
trying to
you?
work on my arms because I don't lift a lot of weights, but I use my weighted jump ropes. But I need to lift more weights. But how's your fitness routine going?
You know, it's going swimmingly, for her.
Mm-hmm.
My body
Mm-hmm.
is a well-oiled machine, God, are you?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He-
Okay. So
heavy on the oil. Well,
question for you, Hanato.
yes.
I feel like I need to ask you about this.
No,
Is
don't.
it or is it not sort of this week is sort of the last week of breakup season, right? Because I know a lot of people like to keep their significant other for the holidays because it's some people think like, well, crap. I can't dump them right before the holidays because that's just mean, right? So they sort of ride through the holidays, but then they dump their significant other in January or so because and now
Eh.
and like this week because if you wait any longer, you have to go through
Yeah, but you
Valentine's
know what
Day.
the good thing? If you're not married to somebody and you're not in like a 10-year relationship, I think that you can get out pretty unscathed on Valentine's Day. Because put it to you this way, if I was in a relationship, of course I gotta do something to Valentine's Day. I gotta, I'm gonna either make or take her out to some kind of fucking
You
fantastic
will.
kind of meal. You know,
You will.
yeah, have lobster. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Red
Now,
Lobster.
no, I'm the type where I can cook, so I'm probably gonna do a romantic dinner
You
at home.
cook.
Yeah, I can. I can. It's because I'm a latchkeys kid. I had to learn how to fucking fend for myself, boy.
What's your signature meal?
Oh, why? I'm like a little kid, boy. It always comes to
Mac and
something
cheese?
about kielbasa, sausage, or some dumb
Oh.
shit like that. I can make a lot of stuff. Like I'll put it to you this way. Like I can if you give me a recipe, I can make that shit. Like for
Mhm.
instance, the other day, I mean, I don't use the heel sushi, but they came out with this shit that looked like it's sashimi and it's not fish, and it's fucking I can't believe this shit. I gotta send you the link to it. It looked like fucking tuna. I'm sorry, I can't explain. I can't. You won't believe it until you see it. Anyway, I got some of that shit, and then I fucking from
But
scratch
it's
did.
plant-based?
Yeah, yeah. It sounds crazy. Just forget about that part. Just imagine that I made sushi, okay? Like from scratch with the ice, with no ice cooker, all that kind of shit. I made it, and it was like crazy fucking good. Or you would have you would die for that one. And then like for instance, one time I remember I spent Thanksgiving with a girlfriend. I made the entire. This was before I was vegan. I made the entire fucking Thanksgiving thing. The entire thing, every fucking thing I made by myself. And it was, if I may say so myself, it was the best jerk I ever had in my life. And it's because I did a system that's very risky, in which you take the bird and you cook that one upside down for her.
I do that.
Okay. Yeah, but you have to be careful because if you don't butter that one enough, you're gonna when you turn that one, the skin is gonna stay, and then it's gonna look like Hannibal Lecter. It's gonna look like fucking Hellraiser,
Yeah.
Clive Bark. Um, but I made the juicy. It was like a Swanson commercial. You know where the cut and the juices come. It was like that for her. And of course, the chick at the time was like, afraid to eat anything. She was like, "Ugh," like I made this fucking thing, and she's like, "Ugh, how much weight you release on that?" And I'm like, shut up and eat the fucking shark. But anyway, I don't eat that stuff anymore. But this was a long time ago. Um, so yeah, I can cook. I am competent in the kitchen where I can. If you give me the hacks, I just need to hit that one. I follow it and I can make that one.
Cool. Yeah,
Unless
I'm
it's
the
a
same
fucking
way.
souffle that you have to be quiet around that one or some shit, like
Yeah.
some stuffs like that maybe.
No, I'm a very good cook. I'm good at improvising certain things, but I too can follow a recipe very well, and I too absolutely throw down on Thanksgiving. Like it's my favorite holiday.
Well, not
Absolutely
me.
love it.
I don't love
Yeah,
it.
I love it.
Um, I
Yeah.
did it, but I don't love that one. Now, but so back to the fucking Thanksgiving, okay? So,
Mhm.
uh, so for me, the only huff part is like maybe coming up with some gifts or whatever, little gifts. But I mean, if you're dating a halfway sensible girl, you don't need to buy her a fucking diamond heart pendant or some fucking shit like that. I
Okay.
mean,
I
the
just
kind
feel
of
like
girls
some people probably
that
feel the
require
pressure of
that,
Valentine's Day.
I don't think it's that big a deal. It's just like a date night on steroids. Where it's basically like treating her like it's her birthday. Because let's face it, people, it's not for the man, okay? Unless you're in a gay relationship, then maybe. But in a man-woman relationship, if you ask the guy like, "Hey, this year would you have to do Valentine or not?" If you have the choice, you're gonna say, "No, I could do without Valentine."
So thank you for pointing that out. It's a
Yeah,
it's a night where the dude is supposed to do more than the girl.
I
In a
I
in a in a
agree. I
traditional
think
cis
any guy
relationship.
understands that. I think any guy understands that.
Okay, well,
Are you kidding me? You think that guys walk around thinking like, "Oh, Valentine's Day is coming up, and boy, I can't wait to see what Santa
yeah,
got me or
I
whatever."
know somebody who used to think that.
Oh, well, that's a very fucking unique situation because all the guys I know is just trying
I
to
would think it
figure
would
out.
much more be in a, like I'm saying, in a very traditional cis relationship, that it would much more be about the dude showing the girl, what he feels.
I think that is the case because I feel like I said, this is not a thing that guys look forward to, but I think the thing you can look forward to. i- I'm a
You're
person
gonna get
who,
some.
well, if it's your
Everybody
fucking
wants
girlfriend.
sex on
If it
Valentine's Day.
listen though, if it's your girlfriend or your wife, and you're like trying to like scrounge up some sex, then I don't even know what the fuck's going on because.
Scrounge up.
Well, I'm just saying, like, if I have to wonder if I'm getting set, that then I mean, I'm really out of there. I mean, I don't even know what to tell you.
Well, you haven't
Like,
been married.
oh, bro, I've been married, but not for long. That's the good thing. Um, so here's the stuff, and it was a marriage of convenience.
Mhm.
Um, so here's the stuff. uh, um, yeah, I'm never when I'm with a girlfriend, I'm never going like, oh, am I gonna get laid tonight? Like at some time I'm thinking after a while, I'm thinking like, oh, I hope she go to bed without fucking making me out to, you know what I mean? Because sometimes, no, because sometimes if every once in a while you fucking exhaust, you know, and women, it feel like in the beginning is the opposite. You're like the wolf in sheep clothing, and you're like, whoa, come here, and she's like, I don't know, and then after a while, it flipped where like then she get horny, 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 and all she want to do is fuck every day. And then you're like, God, oh, you give me a break, you filthy animal. Leave me alone. I'm a human being, not an animal. I'm just
I
saying, Pohan.
I don't
That's
I
in my
don't
experience.
I
Okay.
don't
So
remember
in any case, never mind
that's
that.
like
Never, never mind that.
that
So
sounds
here's the deal. Unless you have like a fucking girlfriend like a Kim Kardashian or one of these fucking people who you need to found like the Rosetta Stone, or you need to give her like a Fabergé egg or some bullshit. I feel like no. Let me try rephrase that.
most girls.
I feel like the thing for me to get out of Valentine's Day is not sex, because hopefully you're getting that anyway. God, are you? Okay, unless you're on a first date or something. Now, What the joy of it is if I can figure out something, not necessarily the most expensive thing in the world or whatever, but something that would put a smile on her face and make her go, oh caralho, kind of thing. Like whether it's because it's clever or whether it's because it's very personal, like she thinks to like, how the fuck did he remember this?
Hmm.
Or something creative that make her go, wow, you're something else. You understand? Then I get a joy from that. But I'm
Right.
not sitting there going, I wonder if she got me my favorite chocolates or whatever. I don't give a fuck. I just
Okay.
don't want to
That's
fuck
good.
up Valentine.
No,
I think it's
I
like if I don't fuck it up somehow, I win the Valentine.
okay. 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 So question for you though, on the sort of Valentine's, not necessarily Valentine's tip, but relationship tip. Do you ever watch or are you a fan of have you ever seen Catfish? The
Uh,
show Catfish, because I
Wait, let me
actually
just real quick before we go on. I just want to put a pin in this guy's question because he asked, I think, a couple times the same thing. He seemed like he really want
this
this one.
rock climbing person?
No, this guy
No.
Dustin Freeman. He said, normal
Okay.
or now on a first date, if a girl says you passed her test, is that a
Oh, I
head
was gonna
flag?
do the normal or now in a minute, but yeah.
Okay, I'm just saying, is that a head flag or does it
Right.
mean she has a healthy level of discernment? Okay, we're gonna get to that later. I'm just saying we're gonna put that
Yeah,
on
no,
the
I definitely
barbecue.
wanted to do that.
Okay, but go ahead, go ahead.
But no, well,
Catfish.
no, actually, we should say for those people who want to know. Wait, now I gotta play it. Normal or now? This is
Uh,
where we go. Hey, do you have a question? Are you wondering like, hey, I do this weird thing, or I think this weird thing. Is that normal or not? If you have a question about
normal or
basically like
no?
it could be a relationship thing or like a weird behavior or thing that you do or like a craving or something that you think, then you're like, nobody else thinks this or does anybody else think this? We're here to answer your questions for that. But yeah, no, I just was curious if you watched the show Catfish.
Mm.
Um,
Okay, so I
and
don't watch the show Catfish, but I saw whatever was the documentary that same guy made before he did
because
that.
that stuff is wild.
Yeah, it's very wild, Poha. Yeah.
And I am curious. Yeah, I watch it. I sometimes it's not one of
You're
those
afraid
shows
that
that
that's going to happen to you.
no, because I'm not gonna fall in love with somebody online. I'm not
There's a
gonna do
lot
that.
of head flag too. There's
I know, but I'm not even
be,
gonna do like an app. I'm not even gonna do a
okay,
dating
then
app or anything like that.
suit yourself. You
Well,
can
I
be at
feel
home
like
and
I can.
with a bowl of frozen gladja by yourself and your
I'm a
cat.
so- I'm a social person. Once this god darn pandemic is over, I can just go back to meeting people like
Listen, no, you're not.
organically.
The way that you're gonna meet is on the line. But you know what?
I'm not gonna do an app.
You know what you're gonna be like? You're gonna be you know what you like? You like you ever seen Romancing the Stone?
Of course, I've seen
You
Romancing the
remember
Stone.
the character how she was like before she went to the jungle and stuff? It's like
Yes,
she's on the Upper West Side. She's in the
yes,
apart. She's open up like a can of tuna for the cat and like put a candle in there and drink a wine with the cat and talk to him, Mr.
yes.
Whisker
It's
or
very
whatever.
relatable.
Yeah, and then you're gonna be like, but you also have like some cheers and you have like a box of Kleenex and you wake up the next morning with a little hangover, but the loneliness is crushing, is killing you,
No,
Paul.
I'm not waking up in a hangover because I'm living my best life.
Oh boy. This is getting worse and worse, God. What kind of wine
Romancing the
is that?
Stone is
Ernest and
fantastic.
Julio Gallo, Paul?
Ernest, no, it's Trader Joe's one, whatever's his name, Charles Shaw.
Ooh.
Thank
Oh,
you,
is
Matt
it for Hill?
Garcia.
That's even worse, Paul.
It's
Chow
yeah.
Chow.
It's
Chow
it,
Chow.
Matt, thank you. Matt said my hair is dope. Thank you.
Oh yeah?
I appreciate
He
you
didn't
saying that.
he didn't say a
Um,
fucking word about mine.
well, okay, so yes, so Catfish is yes, it's one of those shows that I do watch and I think it's a little bit crazy.
I fucked
I
with
think it
the same guy had that movie where he was catfish. You know, this one he helped people through their situation,
oh,
but
he
in
was
the
Catfish,
one he
is
was
that right?
catfish. It's a full length documentary, and that's why they made Catfish the show. And boy, oh
Gotcha.
boy, yeah, what a sad situation. But you can tell there's a lot of I've been kind of catfish, not like in a heel bad way, but
Uh-huh.
where like you're talking to a person for a while and then they get so cagey about meeting up and stuff, and there's a lot of broken
Right.
plan kind of, and there's always a fucking, and then you just easily go, this, I, okay, you got me.
Too
I
good
ain't
to be
talking to
true.
a, I'm not talking to either a good looking chick or I'm talking to a man for her.
Well, I guess that's my one thing with that show is that, and I guess it speaks to why I find that show ultimately to be so sad, right? It's because
Because it remind you of your life, Karagi.
no, it's just that it's people are so hopeful, right? People are so hopeful for a connection. People so desirous of a connection, and they extend themselves to such great lengths. And even though it goes against, common sense, where okay, the
Oh
person
yeah,
says they can't video chat with you because their computer is broken. It's like you're telling me you don't have a phone. Like
because you,
everybody, like who doesn't
yeah,
have a
you
camera?
want to believe it so bad.
You want
You're
to
so
believe it so bad,
lonely.
right? And so you
That's why
hear
it's
them
so
say like,
sad.
"Oh, this person cares for me and I care for them," but like, and we're in love. And then you're like, "Okay, well, so how long have you been, quote unquote dating?" They're like, "Well, it's 2 years, but I've never seen them." I'm like, "Okay, but okay,
Yeah,
bless
it's
your
very
heart, bless
sad.
your
But
heart."
you know what?
But
Whatever
how
they're
the
going
hell is
through,
this? Come
whatever
on,
they're going through,
come
look,
on,
you can make yourself
come
believe.
on.
You can see. Hold on though.
2 years,
Hold on though. We're not talking about logical. You're thinking of
come
it
on.
logical. I understand, but think of all the stuff. Not my religion, which is Jesus Christ, and that stuff, but all the other religion, the stuff that people believe. When you hear this stuff, you go, "How the fuck people believe this stuff?" You go, "That's crazy. Can't they see the X, Y, and Z?" But if you want to believe, you can make yourself believe fucking anything.
But 2 years, you're going to pretend to be in love with somebody and not see their face for 2 years? 2 years?
I just said, some people think your granny is up there, and if she could see you jerking off, so you shouldn't jerk off or whatever. Like your granny is
I
floating
know,
around,
but two
or
years,
some people
somebody's got a
think
broken camera for 2 years?
you're not listening to me. I'm saying anybody can believe anything. Look at these cults.
No,
Look
I
look
know
at
that's
Jim
why it's a
Jones.
sad show.
But that's what I'm saying. If you need something in your life, if that person is providing something that you're sorely missing, you can fucking hypnotize yourself into, how about this? How about heal people that people is in a relationship with, where the guy beat the shit out of you or something like that. You can twist your brain to believe that this guy loved me more because he do that.
Right.
You understand? I'm not saying that it make any sense, but human beings do a lot of dumb shit like that based on things that the damage. God knows what some people go through, and
You're right.
and you know what? Sadly, which is why I give the people a little leeway, is a lot of these people on the other end of the catfish is going through the same
You're
sad,
right.
lonely
You're
story
right.
too.
Okay,
So
okay, so let me see. Okay, so that was a yes, that normal or now question. Um I do want to get to that.
So the guy said, if a woman says on a first date,
You
"You
passed
passed
my
my test."
test. Right. Is
Okay,
that a
so
red flag?
I don't think innately it's a
Okay, he
head
said,
flag.
here it is. Dustin Freeman. He says, normal or now, when a girl tells you on a first date that you quote unquote pass the test, is that red flag city? Does that indicate a healthy level of discernment?
It depends, A, how she said it. If it's playful, but if she literally has some kind of fucking goofy test or whatever, and also, what is this test? You know what I mean? I need more information. You know, if if the test was this, okay, here's where I would accept this one. Which I kind of have this test, and I don't tell no, but I would never even tell them though. This is a
Whether or not
big
she opens your car door, does she lean over like
yes.
Bronx?
And if there's a puddle, if she don't lay her fucking jacket or her whatever over there, for I can walk onto the one, then she can hit the fucking bricks. Uh,
My okay.
but let me to tell you this. This is a fucking huge one for me because this says everything I need to know about somebody. If I go to a fucking restaurant with a chick and she starts speaking disrespectful to the fucking wait staffy, um, no, that shit. That's almost like you saying I don't like dogs or something like that. Like to me, I'm like this is a piece of shit, or this is the kind of person I don't like, because that is a character trait that is un. I can't have that, because that just you cannot. You see how people treat these people, and even down to this. This is something I pay very close attention to. Let's say I'm chalking, okay, and I'm in the middle of chalking, and not the waiter, but the bus boy come over. You know, it's usually a shorter gentleman. He come over. Guy ain't making shit. The guy come over and
Shorter, you did you just say it's
well, I said it's
it's
usually like a
usually
shorter
a
gentleman. It's not
shorter
a usual.
gentleman?
Yeah,
Because not for nothing, you're not wrong. It's always the 5'6" dude.
yeah, whatever. I mean, it is what it is. He's not the maitre d. He's not the fucking. He's not the guy on the brawny Charles. He's got this. So now he's doing this. He's coming in and he's trying
But
to
he's
be
running the place.
he's a walking on eggshell, and he's putting some water in my glass. He filling that one for me while I'm there talking to this person. Okay.
Okay.
Now I don't know about you, but if somebody does something for me, I fucking say thank you to that person, and
Of
I
course.
acknowledge that they exist.
Of
Okay. I
course.
go like this. I'm in the middle of the story. Yeah, and I told her, oh, thank you, my brother.
Of course.
At least thank you. Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Yep.
Now it's funny because a lot of time they look shocked that you even said that. Like, oh, someone's thanking me. You
I
understand?
know, isn't
Because
that so sad that people
yeah,
are so taken aback by kindness?
yeah. So when I see somebody act like that person is a fucking invisible drone that's just hover there to take care of them, like on the Jetsons or something, I'm like, nah, nah, I don't like that. I just don't like it. It's the entitlement. You have to have if you can't be cool to the person who is on the lowest fucking hung, I can't. I just don't like it. It just leave a fucking bad taste in my mouth. Now, would I fuck
Yeah.
the girl? God are you? You know. But it is what it is, God are you? But I'm not gonna get too hopped up with that girl.
Yeah, I will say that my some of my my whether or not you're going to get some is decided at the restaurant as well, but that it comes down to table manners. Like if you're a slob, if you don't know how to eat, if you don't know how to hold a
Oh,
fork, if you don't
see,
if
I
your
don't care
table
about shit
manners
like that.
if your
I
table
don't care
manners
about
are
that.
bad, I can't. If you can't if you eat
Interesting.
like a slob, if you have bad table manners, I can't.
You know, one time I fucked up a date because I'm unfortunately I'm always on Brazilian time, and I can and I tried not to do it, but on sometime on a first date, even I am fucking late. You know, not that much, just like very. But people hate that. Females hate that shit. You know,
Yeah,
and I try my best not to fucking do it. And I try to do too much stuff, and then I'm like, oh god, I'm
because we
fucking
think
honey
you're
late.
pulling attitude. Like, oh, look at that. He
Yeah,
wants to show up late and make me wait like
it's
a
the last fucking thing I'm trying to do. It have nothing to do with that, but I understand it's not polite. It's fucked up. Whatever. It's a problem that I have to deal with. But however, I remember going. This what must have been a fucking pet peeve of this chick. I remember going on a first date, and it was not far from my place, so I think that's why I was cutting it too close because I didn't even need to drive there, you know.
Mhm.
But then I was like, had some nice shit on, but I'm like, oh shit, and so I had to hun like a bat, like hunting like in the Olympic, you know, like Michael Johnson or whatever the fuck. So by the time I get there, now I'm like fucking sweating my ass off, you know. And I didn't even, and I had
So you
also
ran
had,
through the streets of Hollywood all dressed up for your date?
yeah, and also on top of that, because it was like I was trying to catch my second win, I had some coffee. And then the coffee is make caffeine make you sweat anyway. So I came and I didn't even fucking thought about that, but I came and it was like I was like kind of very sweaty, you know? And like I just underestimated because to me that's not that big a deal. Especially because we do splash and we always around like people fucking. I get it, I
I don't
get
want a
it.
sweaty dude on
But
a
oh
date.
my fucking god, I didn't smell nothing. But oh my fucking god, this woman, I could just tell this fucking woman was put the fuck off by that to like a level 10. Like she was so fucking she was out of there from jump. You know what I mean? And I remember being like, ah, fuck, I fucked that one up. God, are you? Um, like she was like, you know how some people even have like a phobia. You know, it was like
Yeah, like right
ah,
away you could
and I
tell,
was
like,
like, fuck. You know, it happened. What are you gonna do? I fuck up too. What are you gonna do? Um, and you
yes.
can't blame them either. You have you only yourself to blame. You know.
Well, no, you're right. You're right. No, I mean, people, you can't blame people for what they like or what they don't like, and
Yeah.
you know, yeah. Okay, so Dustin was saying he was following up on that normal or now, saying that this girl did not actually say what the test was. He said, but I paid
Ah.
for dinner and I was
Okay.
respectful, and I think she may have been uh referencing my physical appearance. I'll ask her next time.
Oh, what? You're like a great looking dude or whatever?
I mean, I don't know. Is he a great looking dude?
Um, past the
Look it,
chest.
we all have our checklists of what we would love men to be. Or I mean, I'm just speaking as a cis woman in a straight
Okay, can
relationship
you
type
tell me
thing.
what
But
the fuck does that mean? I know what it mean. What's the significance of those letters? What the fuck that
well,
mean?
because I'm not trying to speak for so, some people are non-binary,
No,
some
I
people identify.
understand that. I understand that. I just wonder because I heard the same
Cis
shit.
just means straight, like I'm a woman who likes men.
I fucking okay, Karen Bryant. I understand what the thing mean. Where did it came from? I never heard that until like 2 years ago. So
Oh yeah, I don't
do
know
it
where
stands for
cisgender came
something?
from.
I cis. Like we all supposed to understand. I'm like cis. What the fuck you talking about? And
Yeah,
then I
I don't
gotta
know
found
where
out.
I don't know
But
the
everybody act like they've been saying it their whole life, and I'm like
right. No,
cis,
you're right. I never said it before a couple of years ago. You're
cis.
100% right on that. I did not know of the
Like what
word
it
of
means?
the
Is it an anagram or not an anagram? Oh, is it
No,
a, a
I don't. I think
straight
it's
something
probably
straight
rooted in the
incredible
biological
steely?
etymology or whatever. I don't know, but you're 100% correct in that I did not even know of the existence of sort of that word
Okay, so that's all I
or that
wanted to know, Porha.
context
That's
until a
all I
couple
wanted
years
to know.
ago.
But anyway, yes, we know that you're coming from Sisyphus. So now what now?
Sisyphus.
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't
like
know
a
what I was
Sisyphus
saying.
dealing with these chicks. You're putting a boulder up or every fucking time.
Okay,
Paying for the fucking chick, like I paid for you when we went on the date,
you
Karen.
didn't pay for me or for
Yes,
anything.
I
Okay,
did.
I
You
don't know if we
fucking
have
out of
any
your mind.
other normal or now question. People are saying that was Lucky Coast is saying the whole cis thing is just college kids creating vocabulary.
Yeah, but where? Come on, it had to came from some. Everything
But it's
have
not.
a
And I
reason.
agree with you, Jay Baker, that love is love. That's my whole thing is like I'm just trying to be inclusive and I'm not trying to exclude anybody. And so I'm just
That's
trying to like
fine. I understand. I was asking, okay, love is love, and for me to be able to even utter the word cis and put it into my fucking vocabulary, I would need to know what am I saying? You understand? Like, I don't want to just say some shit to be saying it. Where the fuck do it have a meaning? I like to know the etymology of stuff.
I don't know
I'm
either.
a curious
I'm not
person.
sure. I'll have to look it up.
That's all I want. That's all I want. I'm not against people saying. I'm just what the fuck do it mean? Anyway,
I'll have
I
to
mean,
look
no,
it
I
up.
know what it means. I'm
I'll
saying
have to
why
look
it
it up.
came, where it came from. Anyway,
Hey, okay, so I know I think I asked you this a little bit earlier on the uh festivities earlier. Again, I have to ask you, you really are not interested in the Olympics at all.
oh, I'm interested in the summer, Haley. I don't really give a fuck about the Winter Olympics, to be honest. To be honest, I mean, if I'm the only stuff I may watch is like maybe the figure skating because I like the girls, and I like the thick thighs and I like the moves. I appreciate that shit. The other stuffs, I don't know what to do with that one. I don't like it
Okay,
curling. I don't give a fuck about skiing. I just don't.
okay, because I agree that like I don't love playing winter sports as much as I like summer sports, right? But when you said that just thing with the thick thighs, so when I watched
Oh,
the girls speed skating, if
oh.
speed skating was a thing in my life, that like if
Yeah.
speed skating existed within the realm of my ability when I was or like my possibility rather when I was a kid.
Yeah.
That's something where I think I would have been gifted at. Like I have a ton of thigh. I'm a good skater. And I don't love running, but like I do love ice skating,
You're
and
like
like
you
I used to
skating.
go rollerblading through, Manhattan and all these things. And like I
You
love
go
my
to
jump
Central
rope.
Park on Saturday and do that shit.
So fun, right?
You know
So
that part? Yeah.
yeah. So it's not that I don't love that, like something. So when I look at speed skating, I literally look at it as like kind of a missed opportunity, as one of those things that I think I could
Okay.
have been
Well,
great at
hey,
that.
listen. The party's over for that one. Let's let bygone to be bygone.
I know it's
Um,
just sad to see something
now
that
I'm
I think I could have
focusing.
been great at if I knew about it. I could have been
Do
great
you
at it.
mind if I focus on, instead of that, I focus on like the 22-year-old figure skaters? Go, Karyn.
They're very no, believe me, the figure skaters are amazing. And I was watching the guy
Remember
figure
like
skaters.
Oksana Bayul or whatever? Oh God.
You're right, life. I would have been champ. 100% I would have been skating
You,
champ
if
with
they
the
come out
big
with pro jump hope, you got that one in the bag.
I was jump roping today. Hey, so here's the thing. I played tennis this morning, and then I didn't think, because it was doubles, I didn't think I got enough exercise, so I did some jump rope as well. So that was good.
Well, thanks for letting everybody know.
I'm just letting everybody know. But yeah, so the Winter Olympics. So you said you're not into curling. So here's the thing though. Earlier I was watching the curling. So there's all kinds of curling, because there's like two-person curling, then there's team curling, and then there's mixed doubles curling, kind of like in tennis. So I was watching a thing and there was the mixed doubles curling on from Sweden.
Oh, uh-huh. Yeah, yeah. I'm up. I'm up. I'm up. I'm up. I'm up.
I'm just saying it was just very interesting to me that like you can go to the Olympics for something like that. Like I don't know. I'm sorry. I
Yeah,
think
that's why I want pillow fighting on the Olympic. And
I
you
like
think I'm joking, but do you know that the Olympic Committee, I'm not fucking kidding you. Is Haley talking about putting that?
they're not putting pillow fighting in the
But
Olympics.
they
Shut
put it
up.
on a list of shit that they consider, and
Shut
I'm not
up.
joking. Okay.
They are
I
not.
agree. I don't think they're gonna, but they've put it on a list of stuff that was in the consideration. Um, what the fuck were we talking about, the dating and stuff though?
Okay, so I was asking you before if it was breakup season, and I was asking you about
Oh, so
Catherine.
I don't think for me breakup season was this in New York. Like now in LA, don't even count because there's no fucking seasons anyway. But like the last place I live with that heavy season is New York. Now, for me, breakup season is when the spring start to sprung, and the ice start to melt, and you can go out and enjoy yourself, and everybody's not hopped up in the fucking stuff. That's when you start to go like, "Oh, God, are you? Yeah, I'm sick of you, porra." You know what I mean? And like
You see some other options.
you're done hibernating, and you're like, "I need to spread my wings." God, are you? You're cramping my style. Hey, get out of here. And that's when the heel breakup season is start, as far as I'm concerned. And then when it starts to get cold again, like it starts to become the end of autumn or whatever, and you go like this, God, I was hung, and I don't realize how much I missed that. We imagine remember the good times, and then she check you back, and then you're like, I don't know what I was thinking. I mean, love you, and then in the same thing he peaked. Then you're like, you know what? I don't know what I was thinking. I'm sick of you, God, and then you go get
Right,
some
and
new
so then
stuff.
you think you want somebody to hunker down with for the cold months, but
Yeah,
then
you
like
do because there's less stuffs out there. You have to, it's like you kill a bear and then you keep it the jerky through the seasons because there's no more bear meat. And but then you go out in the summer and you're like, oh God, you look at that once. And then you're like, I
oh,
don't need now the jerky that I'm stored for the winter. That jerky is old and dusty now. And you want the fresh bear meat.
okay. Yeah, so let's see. Yeah. So I just was asking you before about what you've been watching. I've been watching Ozark. I don't know if you were an Ozark person. Are you an Ozark person? Hey, look who's here.
What we got now?
It's it's Max Payne Griff.
Oh, Griff!
Max
Oh,
Payne Griff.
Yo, what's
look!
good? What's
What
cracking,
up,
y'all?
Griff?
Hey, how are you?
Wait, you driving, Griff?
Wonderful. I wonder if I
You
didn't know if you guys were going to be still on.
Well, of course we're
Of
still on. We was
course.
waiting for you. We wanted you to be in the cut list when you talked to us. What kind of what are you in there? That you in the pimp mobile? Look at you with the thing
I
on
just
body.
finished training.
Oh
Nice.
yeah.
You know how
Oh,
I do
training
it.
for Neo Magny.
For Neil Magny.
Yeah, for my opponent. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you
How are
have
you
like a
guys?
doll? Do you have a doll that look like Neo Magny that you beat up and stuff?
I'm punching a little bit higher, but that's
Well,
about it.
Right.
A little taller.
I I got a question. Have you ever
Yeah.
tried using a voodoo doll of your opponent?
No,
It can't hurt to
that
try.
might be a good idea.
Why
I feel
not
like
to
people
try
do
that one?
voodoo dolls of me.
You seen the voodoo dolls of you?
I feel like someone has done that to me.
Oh, I know females have did that to me. They tried to put like Creole women. They tried to put a whammy on me,
You
tried to
think?
put hoots on me, but they can't stop me, boy. They tried.
Okay, wait. So Max, remind everybody, when are you and Neil fighting?
We're fighting March 26th, Columbus, Ohio.
Nice.
Whoa,
Nice.
Columbus,
6 weeks
Ohio.
and 4 days.
6 weeks of 4 days. And for those who don't know, you were actually on with us a couple weeks ago. And it was so funny because basically Hanato and I basically figured out who it was that you were fighting because you were like, I'm
I
getting
think
a
you
ranked
figured out. To be
You
guy.
didn't
fair,
figure it out. You didn't
to
figure
be
it out.
fair, you figured it out, Karen.
I
I,
did.
I wasn't the one who figured it out. You figured it out.
It's Maggie.
I didn't say yes though. I did not say
Of course,
yes.
but we know now that she was high.
Yeah. 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 But so listen, so that's a big deal fight. It's a surprising thing that you're actually not you aren't ranked yet, even though I feel like you should be, right? Because I
That's what
mean,
I've heard. You know how these rankings are.
right. But so that's a massive opportunity though. So where do you think Neil is the most dangerous?
You know, I respect Neil. I've known Neil for a while. We were on Tough 16 together back in the day.
Oh shit!
I didn't make it. I got fucking cheated, but it is what it is. I'm glad I didn't make it then because
I
I
was about
wasn't
to say
ready.
I don't remember. Wait, did you ever do a tough season?
I did Tough 16. I beat up Matt Secor. Um,
Wow, I
it
don't
went to a
even.
third
I'm not
round.
connecting
People
that.
said it shouldn't have went to a third round.
Uh-huh.
Like Dana said, everyone, Shane Carwin, Roy Nelson said it should. He went to a third round. But she submitted me and got a triangle choke with like 4 seconds fucking left. End of the round. I tried to put him away. And fucking he put a
Wait,
triangle choke on and got me.
maybe now I remember that. Wait, was that the same season that Heavy Kimbo Slice on there?
No, it
No.
was near there. But tell me why in the house everyone was talking shit to him. Like, you got your ass whooped. You shouldn't even be here. You shouldn't even be in here. Everyone was talking shit to him. Like, you got your ass whooped. You shouldn't
And
even
who was
beat
this?
your ass. You shouldn't even be in here.
Who was this guy?
Matt Secor.
Yeah.
Not
He's some jiu-jitsu
Sequar.
guy.
But don't he
He's nutty.
host American Idol now? Now?
He's a crazy dude, but I'm ready now, though. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay, he's still in the UFC?
No.
Oh,
No,
okay.
he's in Bellator. He didn't make it.
Yeah.
Man,
He
I've
didn't
seen
make it
so
on the show.
many.
He got beat
I
up.
seen so many chuff that like it's a blur. Like sometimes I see some of the guys who was on it, and I go, "Oh shit, I forgot
Yeah.
that fucking guy." Because you see so many of those fucking
So
seasons, and
many.
it's like I forget these guys until somebody bring it up. I go, "Oh God, like for
Hey,
you."
so
Oh, go ahead. Don't worry about what I'm saying. It don't matter. Go ahead.
I
It wasn't. To be honest, it wasn't important. Go ahead. To be
no.
honest.
I was just gonna ask, like, if you are the type of guy who, as soon as you get a fight contract signed, do you flip the switch in your head, or are you kind of the same until you're cutting weight or whatever? Like some people kind of change into a different persona, at different times in the fight camp.
No, once I get I'm always training. Once I get the name, then it's fucking. I'm ready to beat this guy.
But do you kind of get an animosity to that guy, or like for the time being?
I mean, he's we're not friends right now. I turn off the friend thing. Once we sign the thing, we're not friends. Like,
Yeah, that makes sense.
you know, even if someone I'm friends with.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of guys that I fought that I had respect for, and I was kind of cool with, but you know, it's business. They're trying to take food out of my kid's mouth, and we're not friends.
Yeah.
We'll be friends after, but I can't have it in my head. I hate when guys could like be touching gloves and shit in the fight a lot and be hella.
Well, how about hug you in the fight?
I don't like that.
How about the hug? Like, oh, caralho, you're my best friend, caralho.
Yeah, I don't like that.
If you fought me though, you give me a hug, caralho. If I look at you, if you was fighting me and we went to like the 5th round, okay, just be honest. And I look at you and we're about to go in the middle and I go like this. Ah, caralho, huh? I go, look at this is us. Look at us. Look, come here, my brother. You would accept that one.
What kind of wine were you drinking, Karyn? I know you were.
He didn't even want to.
He was like, yeah, whatever. No, I was just drinking some cheap red wine tonight. Honestly, it was red, just in the spirit of, not that I'm just saying the red wine because we were talking to Marvin Vittori before.
You see, she's slurring. She's slurring. She goes, "You started Marvin Vittori before." But I didn't even know it's Vittori.
No. Listen, Max Payne Griff, I want to ask you. I want to ask you about
Farbin Vittori.
And Hanach, I don't know if you saw this, but Max Payne Griff was letting his hair flow like crazy the other day.
Right? Yeah, because he's wild. God, how are you? Look at
that. Okay, so what's the deal with that? Because you got full on like Colin Kaepernick hair going on.
It looked like his hair is a full afro even in this. Imagine that the top of his car is the afro. Look. You see what I'm saying?
It's the best afro you've seen in person. I'll tell you
I
that.
bet.
It's the best afro anyone's ever seen in real life.
He remind me also of the afro at a certain point. You ever see that Slam magazine cover where it has Allen Iverson when he picked out the braids into a fro? He's crazy. Yeah.
Karyn, you could probably get yours pretty long, huh?
Oh, for sure. But okay, so what I know mine can get really like.
Yeah, if you pick that fucking thing out, you would look like the drummer from Lenny Kravitz.
It could get pretty big. But so what was the story behind that post, Max?
I don't know. You know,
he's trying to intimidate Neil Magny.
But look, I tried to spar. Because look, I went to the gym the other day, MMA Gold, and I took a shower, so my hair, I didn't pick it out, but it was like big, you know? And they're like, man, you have such big hair. And I was like, it's not even picked out. So I picked it out, ended up going to the gym. That is not the business.
Because
so fucking hot. It was so fucking hot. I couldn't fucking breathe. Like, it was on my ears, on my neck. I feel like I had like 5 beanies on at the same time. Like,
fuck that. And it probably fuck up your peripheral vision.
Yeah, I couldn't see. I couldn't hear.
Yeah, fuck that.
It was miserable.
That's why I don't understand. Always I think about Clay Guida and Benson Henderson. You know how he's always like this and like this? And I'm like, that must be such a fucking pain in the ass, caralho.
Yes.
Yeah,
but he's still. Yeah, man. And I would think that you should time those hair fix-ups. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes I think he just like do that and the guys just let it happen. Sometimes I think, oh, cara, he's lucky the guy didn't throw a kick. You know?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like a gentleman's agreement when he start doing this shit and all that. He's like, you just imagine going, nah, fuck that fool. You know?
So somebody was asking, ZKC Sen is asking Max, how long have you been growing your hair, Max Payne Griff? How long have you been growing it out?
Since COVID, since it happened. That was my last haircut. I mean, I've got trim, but March 2020.
Wait, you got some trim. What does that have to do with anything? You grew your hair out and you haven't had a haircut, and then you got some trim. Okay, fair enough. What? He said it. I didn't, cut out you. I don't talk about women like that.
I see you. I see you.
Nah.
Hey, so Max, what's your take on Adesanya versus Whitaker? Who do you think wins that one?
I mean, I've always liked Whitaker. He's been a stud. But I mean, Izzy, I mean, you can't I mean, he did lose to Jan, but they're saying he was bigger and all that.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
That's a different kind of thing. But I mean, he had dude's number last time, and I feel like if you get kind of knocked out like that, it's in the back of your mind that it could happen again, and he knows it could happen again, right?
Yeah.
I got Izzy.
You got Izzy. Okay. So I will say this though, and I don't disagree with you, the whole idea that having been knocked out, that Robert will think of that in his head. But what do you make of the idea that, Robert was saying he was burnt out and that's not really who he really is as a fighter? And we have seen that after the break that he took, the Robert Whittaker that has come back has been very ferocious and has been much more like the quote unquote old Robert Whittaker. So there does seem to be some sort of truth to the story.
Can I say something? Can I say something about that, Karyn Bryant? Izzy is the type of fighter that everybody who fight him magically had the worst night of their life and drank too much wine the night before, or was burnt out, or wasn't themselves, and all that kind of stuff.
I'm a massive Israel Adesanya fan, so you don't have to tell me.
I know, but I'm just saying, he's the kind of guy that make you feel like you never fought before or something like that. And so you probably thinking to yourself like, that ain't me out there. I never got hit by a 3-2-7 or whatever the fuck, or I never fall for the hope of dope, or boy, I felt slow, like I couldn't. And then meanwhile, what's the common denominator? The same fucking guy who make everybody feel like that, I mean, I think there's a little, to be fair, yeah, there might be something to that. Yeah, people go through burnout and all that kind of shit.
That's what I'm saying.
But to put it on that,
for God's sake,
to put it on that, if you can't get up for a fucking title fight, I don't know. I like Whittaker too, but I don't know that that's a valid. I don't know. Maybe he's gonna prove me wrong. I don't know.
I think it's two things. I think both things are true. I think Robert Whittaker was burnt out, and I think Israel Adesanya is amazing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think they're both
I think that it's maybe somewhere in the middle of that. I agree. Now, having said that, I think, of course, Whittaker have all the skills to win, but like Payne Griff was saying, I think until I see it, I got no reason to believe it yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
I seen the other flip side of the coin. I have not yet seen that Whittaker can beat him. Now, I might be singing a different tune. If he win the fight in the third one, then I might think about it different. But until I see that, I couldn't in good conscience to bet against. Why would I bet against Izzy? Unless he was some kind of massive fucking. Well, God, I'm working
Very
my.
well spoken, Renato.
Wow, God, go on, porra. Go on.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay, so Jay Baker is asking you, Max Payne Griff, saying you got some size to you. Have you guys dated? Did you ever think about going up in weight class?
I fought 85 before. I fought this big ass Russian on some underground fight.
Oh, really?
I beat him.
How did that go?
Bro.
Oh, cool.
I beat him up. He tried to throw me around, and I ended up ground and pounding him, taking his back and flattening him out. And
was he surprised?
Punching him out. But he was strong as shit. I'll tell you
that. I bet. A 185 Russian. Oh, yeah.
I don't think
because he probably walk around.
Big Russian. I mean, I'm like 99, 199, something like that.
Yeah. Height now.
Yeah.
Okay.
98, maybe.
And you got to get down to 170.
171.
171.
Be clear.
Look
you
at
have
171.
6 weeks. You have 6 weeks. I hate that shit.
I don't make 170. I make 171.
Well, of course. Oh, God, yeah.
It's tough.
That weight cutting is for the birds.
I actually am curious what your take is. Who do you think wins between Derek Lewis and Tai Tuivasa?
That one to me is kind of need some wine for that one. There you go.
It's like a toss-up, no?
I know. I don't know.
I think it's a toss-up. I don't see Lewis getting knocked out. Really?
And that's how Ty always wins, right?
Yeah, I don't see him getting knocked
Boy.
out. I feel like he might catch Ty in the mix.
You know what I forgot about is the new version of Derek Lewis, Ken Hassel. You know, like the new leaner version of him, Ken Hassel
Yeah.
now. I'm
You think he
starting to.
takes Ty down?
Oh, if the goings get huff, I say he absolutely gonna do that because you don't want to. Of course, I don't think that's gonna be his first move. But if he catch something in the first thing that he don't like and he start going, oh shit, I'm not seeing straight or whatever, I think fuck yeah, he's gonna do that because I think that's where he have the edge because they both have nuclear fucking. I mean, both of those guys.
Yeah.
So where does I think Derek Lewis have just that edge of that he have that the emergency parachute like Ngannou. He's like, if he feel like he can go, fuck it. Let me. And after all, it's mixed martial arts, you know.
Yeah, I think it's going to be close. I mean, Ty. Ty has better footwork, better movement, more speed. But
yeah,
I don't see him fighting like that. Really,
Also, you know what?
I think they're gonna bang.
I hope so. Let's pray because I thought these other fucking guys was gonna bang, Ngannou and Gon. So, we never know. But I hope so. But you know what? One thing about I think that the people paint Derek Lewis as a guy who just kind of go out there and just berserk or whatever.
Yeah.
But he do have some tricks up his sleeve. You notice? Like
Switch
sometimes,
kicks and things like
yeah,
that.
he will do something that's true athletic for the way he look, and also he'll switch you, he'll lull you into like we just doing this, and he do something like you
Yeah.
didn't even knew he had in his bag, and you go, oh, and he almost caught him with that shit. So like he's a crafty. He plays like he's a little goofy or something, you know.
Yeah,
But he's a little. He's a smarter than the average bear.
He's smarter than you think he is.
He's smarter than he would lead on. And I think
Exactly.
that's what make him dangerous too. Because people think, oh, he's just a guy like the nickname Blackie Beast. Oh, come out. Nah, don't get too.
He's more than that.
Yeah.
But I will say, if you've noticed too, though, if you look at Tai Tuivasa's social media and stuff like that, he's been over in Dubai and everything training, and he does look leaner and more fit and more serious. And because Tai had kind of a tough run for a while, where he was probably, one fight from getting bounced type thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But he's always dangerous, always fun for me to watch. I like watching.
But then he turned it around, and it's like he seems more serious now, and he's more, and that's the whole thing about him is when you look at somebody like him with the youth on his side. He if he stays young and healthy, well, he can't stay young, obviously, but whatever.
I wouldn't have even questioned that until you said it. I was just gonna go, yeah, hope he stays young, too. I would have just, sometimes you don't even question it. I'll go, yeah, he gotta stay young. Yeah.
But I'm just saying, Ty has a lot going for him, and there's a lot of upside to Ty. And I still feel like Ty's best days. I still feel like Ty's best days are ahead of him. Is what I'm saying.
I agree.
You think that's the same for me?
That fight. I'm really excited about that fight, actually.
Me too. Hell yeah.
Anything else you're looking for?
Wait, there's another good one.
Cannonier and Brunson.
I'm curious.
Brunson.
I'm curious about that one now.
I love the Brunson meme. The Brunson
I got Brunson. I got my boy
good.
Brunson. I think he's gonna wrestle him.
It's probably the case. It's probably the case, Yeah. That could be a frustrating fight to watch, possibly. But Cannonier also have a fucking dynamite in there.
Yeah, he's strong.
It's two studs. So
But Derek's gonna have to do something too. Like Derek, while sometimes he's come out and he's been frantic, he can't be frantic, but he's going to have to still do something, right? Like both of them, like they got to do something. Somebody has to be forward moving. Somebody has to do something. They both can't just wait. So,
well, Cannonier is probably going to be the aggressor.
I would hope he's going to come forward, and we know Derek's going to try to take him down.
Yeah.
But
I think Cannonier is going to I somehow see like a fucking uppercut doing something special in this
Right,
one.
like shooting,
Like
Derek's shooting in, and then
yeah, like or against what there's a yeah. I could just that for some reason I see it
a
there.
knee or something on a
Me
shot.
too. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
On a
But
shot.
but I could also see him just getting fucking smothered. You know, I don't know.
Derek's a southpaw too. Max, do you fight a lot of southpaws?
When I need to.
But I
I
mean,
think
how
someone I
different
fought
is that?
recently was Southpaw. Well, I
Yeah,
I, I switched. Huh?
but how different is that when you're facing a southpaw? Because it's like
It's
because
different.
the tricky thing is you always hear that there's not a lot of southpaws even for people to train with, right? So it's just not a look you get a lot.
It's really about your zone. I mean, when you're orthodox, you're like power zones kind of you're facing each other. But when you're someone's southpaw, you got to be on the outside of that foot, so your power zone's right where they are, and you got to be their weak side. People don't like know how to do footwork against a southpaw. You got to be outside that lead foot. It's a
Mhm.
battle for that
But you
foot.
gotta
So
work on it. I mean, you can't just not address it. You have to work on it in training. No, I mean,
yeah, it's different. The combos are different. What lands are different. What's dangerous is different. There's different attacks. It's
the
fun.
leg it affects the kicks too because one thing you have the liver and now you don't have the liver.
Shots too. Shots
Yeah,
shooting in.
shots, of course. Yeah, shots. Yeah,
The
yeah,
wrong legs there.
yeah.
It's
You're gonna
it's
eat the
different
knee, right? Yeah.
if you want.
Huh. Yeah, interesting. Well, I'm actually a lefty. I am left-handed when I write, but I play all my sports right-handed. So, like today, I was playing tennis. I hold the tennis racket in my right hand. I played baseball. I always hit with my right hand. My soccer kicking, my right leg rather is stronger. But I'm left-handed actually. So I'm a weird ambidextrous person. So,
I'm kind of
so
weird
when it
too.
comes to fighting, I probably would be a switch stance person.
Like my
Oh,
right,
caralho.
my right's my power side, but I kick better with my left. Like if I were to kick like a soccer ball,
Uh huh.
I'd kick it with my left.
Oh,
How do you
really?
kick with your height? How does that look? You go, oh, caralho. With your height, you go, oh, porra. Get out of here, you ball. Oh,
You reading
hey.
some?
We got a donation from Vlad. I believe Vlad is basically saying that he thinks Derek Lewis is going to beat Ty. I think is what he was trying to
Hey, I
say.
mean, I look, it's a 50. As far as I'm concerned, he could be height or not. I don't,
I
that's one of
mean,
those ones.
listen. While I was
I
doing
wouldn't bet on that shit.
my jump rope today, I did put Tops Drop is on my jump rope mix. Derek Lewis's
Oh,
mixtape. His
Wait, what?
his Derek Lewis's walkout song is called Tops Drop. And it's a really great song. I put it on my mixtape, like my workout tape, so that when
and you
I'm
get
jumping
hyped
rope
to
and
that
stuff,
shit.
You
I
need to
do.
put
I
my
get
song
hyped.
on your thing.
Yeah,
You need to
what's
put
your
my
walkout song?
song on
Wait, what is your
your
song?
What is it?
Max Payne.
Oh, you mean you had a
Max Payne
happen to
Griffin. The
you had a
Loonies made
happen
me a
make a song?
song. There's a music video and
Wait, the
everything.
Loonies did?
The Loonies.
No shit.
Yes.
How do I not know this?
Yes.
Wow,
It
I
was
didn't know
like,
that. The Loonies is
yeah,
a
with
is
duck mouth
it,
and shit. Yeah.
yeah, the Loonies have a couple great fucking songs. They're the ones that did I Got Five on it.
Yeah.
Wait, the same people
Yeah,
that did I Got Five on
yeah,
it.
Yeah.
yeah.
I got a
But
That
music
sounds
video. They
dope.
did a music video for me.
but
That's my
they have
For
boy.
you?
the most
Yeah.
the most underhated
All right.
song they have is
505. Yeah.
well, I gotta hear that. But I love 20 Blunts a Day. That's a great song by them. 20
Yeah, you
20
gotta
Blunts
look
a
it up. You
Day.
gotta pull it up. You have
Oh
to.
fuck yeah, I'm gonna pull that. I
Dude,
had no
I had
idea.
It's
no
on
idea.
YouTube.
That's
It's on
awesome.
Spotify. It's on
So
Apple.
those guys didn't they? I remember back in the day when I was like, I think I was in high school or
That's
maybe
so
just got out
cool.
of high school. I remember at like Summer Jam, there was a homer that they beat up Too Short backstage, and I remember that was like the urban legend. Yo, these guys is crazy. They beat up Too Short,
Too Short.
which
Oh,
was
like that's
crazy.
a big like Too
Well,
Short's tiny.
well, no, not that, but like you gotta understand, like he owned Oakland. You know what I mean? And so if you have these guys in the Bay Area who is young and coming up, that's bold. Like yo, they don't give a fuck. Yeah, because that guy's like royalty. In the rap
Yeah.
game in Oakland. So it's like it was like, nah, for real, the loonies, like, and yeah, there was a lot of mystique to those guys back
But
then.
to say you beat up Too Short, that's
Well,
like
whatever.
saying I
I'm just
beat up.
saying. I'm sure it wasn't just Too Short by himself twiddling his thumbs. I'm sure he had fucking people with him too.
I guess,
Yeah, you
I guess,
gotta
but no,
find
I
that.
got 5 on it is great, but I can't. I mean, you don't you hear that and you just think of the movie? No,
No, now I know that most people will, but I have a relationship to that song that is so much longer than that. That no, I don't. That would be like
You talking about the
you
Master
hear
P
like
one?
no, no,
yeah,
no. Oh, he did
I
Master
well,
P.
The
no,
movie
not
you're
Master
talking
P.
about?
No, no, you
No,
talking? No, you. I know what he's saying. He's talking. He's talking. Okay.
I got the hookup.
no,
No, no, no. You're going in a whole different direction. So there's a movie called Us, and it was like by the same. Jordan Peele. It was
Key
like
and
where
Yeah,
Peele,
they.
yeah.
right?
That one where like the people. There's like another version of us, and they took over
Yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Okay. So in that was like he plays the song in the car when they like on the whole trip, and
So
then
good.
Okay.
later on the soundtrack, the score of the movie, pretty much just is variations of that song.
And all the promos,
Okay.
it was
So
like
it's
that
like
first
ding ding
do
ding. It
do
does like a creepy version
do
of
do
I Got
do,
Five
and
on it. So
everybody's like,
they
"I
must have
got."
got paid for that shit. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But no, I don't think of that. But I like that exists because I don't know that you would even know what the fuck that was if that movie didn't exist. We would be talking about the Loonies, and you'd be like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, Yuck
yeah.
Mouth, man. I went over and I did an interview at the studio, Smoke a Lot Records out in LA. Got to smoke with them, brought some of our weed to
Smoke a lot.
them.
Why you smoke?
It
I
was
love
so
that.
lit. It's probably one of the coolest things I've ever done in my whole fucking life.
Wow.
Wait, I don't know Smoke a Lot Records. I don't know them.
That's the Loonies
Well,
brand.
Oh, okay.
yeah. There's
That's their label.
Yeah, the Loonies. I wonder if you would like some of that shit. They have a song that's supposed to be kind of like an homage to a True Live Crew song, that the one 20 blunts a day, and it have like that booty bass fucking shit, and it's
We
so
gotta
good.
send Karen some of this stuff.
Oh my God, you would like this one song. I guarantee. If you remember the old fucking like True Live Crew shit, like Move Something or whatever, that like booty bass shit. It's like a
Yeah,
throwback type of beat they
it's
put
so.
on that
I'm
one.
sorry, but Two Live Crew is so ghetto to me. Like
Yeah,
I
no
can't.
shit. But sometimes you need to have a ghetto. You need to enjoy ghetto, and then
It's
sometimes not.
so ghetto.
It have its place. Like I don't
You gotta
always
give it a
listen to.
chance.
Yeah, I don't always listen to a ghetto stuff. Sometimes I listen to jazz. Sometimes I listen to a fucking rock and roll. But sometimes I want to listen to some grimy ghetto shit.
That it's just ratchet. Like I mean,
Yeah.
you're right though. Sometimes I'm
You'll
listening to
like
stuff.
it.
I'm like, I'm just trying to get ratchet. You're right.
Well, yeah, and sometimes you want to eat a healthy meal, and sometimes you want to eat some kind of something with cheese dripping down the thing and grease and all that kind of stuff. Everything have its place, boy. You
Hey
know.
Max, speaking of that, what's your cheat meal? What's your like if you're like after you what's your reward meal after you win a fight?
Oh man. I eat pizza, usually round table pizza. Um yeah, round table's heat.
On
They
Chavo
got it out here.
Pizza.
It's heat, yo.
You like that?
But
Yeah,
I
I
I pig
remember.
out. I pig out. Really, to be real, I eat at all the best restaurants and have dessert with every meal for like 2 weeks.
Oh, nice.
You mean
Nice.
after the fight?
After the fight.
Yeah.
Well,
But
yeah,
I
you
go
have to do
out.
that.
Yeah, I mean,
But you like a hound
I'll go
table.
up.
That's like the birthday party one. I remember going to birthday parties. You know what I mean? Like when you're a kid and they have that like lukewarm hoot beer, like a thing of hoot beer that have
That's
no
right.
ice. Yeah,
With
and then
lemonade
yeah,
that's all warm and
yeah. But you're playing
In
video
the
games like oh
picture.
caray, huh?
In the picture and shit.
Yeah, and that's also like if you was in like a little league or basketball or something like that or a
Yeah.
capoeira. I was in a little league capoeira league when I was a kid, and we used to go to hound table, and you have the same
totally.
stuff.
Oh
Um,
my god.
but
Yeah, no,
wait,
well, and I think you
wait,
posted because no, I was gonna say,
you know
didn't you
what they
post a
call?
picture
Oh,
from the
caray.
sushi place? Go ahead.
No, if I mean caray, I can't talk about hound table. You got something against hound table? You're
I don't.
working?
Go ahead.
No, because you're working for Little Caesar. Well, you work with the Nord, so you don't want me to talk about hound table. No, in Hawaii, a friend of mine was there, and he was saying he was in some ghetto area in Hawaii, And then the guy said like he was like, "Oh yeah, I know that brother. I know I met that brother at Hound Pizza. They call it Hound Pizza. You know what I'm saying? Just they have their own shit in Hawaii, just Hound Pizza. But he was talking about Hound Chable, caralho.
Well,
They,
there's a
they
Shakey's. There's a Shakey's up the street from me, and like, there's a there's a part of me that kind of wants to go.
No, it's not that it's
You've
not
never
tasty, but
been?
that's another birthday party joint. But that's an adult birthday party joint. You go to that and you get faded and you eat shitty pizza.
I feel like it's
That's
an episode of The Office or something. If I go to Shakey's, like,
That is what it is. It's like that. But I've been
Chuck
to
E.
a
Cheese
couple
or something.
adult. Yeah, but it's adult Chuck E. Cheese because you go there and you go, well, we did Shakey's, and the fucking place look closed outside. You go,
always,
this thing's out of business, and then you go in there
always,
like, no, get in here, Shakey's.
it always looks closed. What is the
That shit
deal?
is shaky. I don't know because they're doing enough
It
business, I
is
guess, that
shaky.
they don't worry about it. They're like, I don't care, fuck it. And then you can do too, where people get their birthday. You can get them to talk about you on the sign for a certain amount of money for your
You
birthday.
totally can.
Yeah,
The
you can
tagline.
say like, oh, so and so's birthday. Say Karyn
Oh,
Bryant,
God,
oh,
God,
or say
it'll say,
Max Payne Griff.
caralho.
Yeah, you can say
Oh,
you warm hoot beer and Uncle
congrats,
Natch.
Max Payne Griff, on your win at
Yeah,
UFC,
well,
whatever.
why not? And then people go
Let's
like this, oh,
go.
you.
You
They're
know
like
the
Payne
deal,
Griff is doing
Karen.
big things. He
You know the
handed out the whole
deal.
shakies. Oof. Is there a
Max
shitty
Payne
chain?
Griff. Dude, if you could rent out the Shakey's, you know you done showed up, bro.
Look, if they do a Sacrament card and then you got to do your after party, you know, when you win or whatever, and you're like, yo, and everybody come fuck with me at Shakey's afterwards. We're doing the thing at Shakey's Pizza.
We don't have a Shakey's out here.
Well, what's some shitty stuff that only exists, like a whack
Oh my
fucking
God.
chain that only exists, like where only
Oh
Sacramento
God.
people would be like, oh, God, ugh.
I
Every
don't.
place has one like that. If you go to the south or one of these places, you see like a Mexican fast food that you never heard of. You're like,
Oh
what
my.
the fuck is this shit? You know, like somebody tried to do it, but it's like, ugh,
No, I hear you. I don't know. I can't fucking think. I
they
don't
Dude,
don't
know.
it's
have
like we're
nothing.
it's like we were talking about Brandon Royval on the other show, and we were talking about Casa Bonita in Colorado, like the whole thing that they did an episode of South Park on, but it's the same type of thing where it's like it's a famous tourist place, but it's a dump and it's disgusting. Um,
There's a lot of places like that.
yeah. Oh my God. Well, no, but Max, you posted something because there's a really great sushi place actually in Sacramento that's like the opposite of a dump. That's like the
Oh
great
my
place that
God.
Chad
Tang.
Mendez and like and Uriah and everybody used to go to. That's the same place you posted from, right?
No, that they go to McCooney's. I go there
Oh,
sometimes,
okay.
but I go to Tang's. I got my own roll on the menu.
McCooney's, that sounds like
Because
an
yeah,
Irish
because I
pub.
thought Chad had his own role at the other place.
He did. Cody had one too at McCooney, but I go to
Yeah.
Did they took it
Tang's.
away? Did
Tang's
they took it
is
away? They was like, nah, no more
yeah, Tang's. You could look on my thing. Oh my
That's
God,
right.
it had. Oh my God,
chain.
it's like fish meat. They oh, I can't
What's
even.
in your role?
What is
Barbecue
in my
sauce.
roll? I think I got tuna, spicy tuna, cucumber, escalar. That's like
The
that white
fuck is
fish.
Escalon? Oh, okay.
It's
The
like a white,
whitefish?
like buttery kind of fish. It's good.
Okay.
Truffle oil, jalapenos.
Well, the truffle
Nice.
oil. Ooh la la, you're
This
an
sounds good.
aristocrat.
Fancy.
It
Yeah,
sounds
truffle
It's
really
oil.
good.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really good. It is
Yeah,
really
it
good.
must be
Nice.
nice, huh? You're living the good
It
life.
sounds fantastic.
Your Uncle Hanaj paved the way for you, and now, you can't even throw like a fucking California hole my way. I see. When was the last time you took me out to thank me for anything? God, oh, well.
I don't know, but I should when I see you.
That's true. I agree. I
Yeah.
agree. It's
Yeah.
you
Were
pay
you in
tribute.
Florida?
Me? No, I'm in LA, porra.
Okay.
I know. I look like I should be just in Miami in a Ferrari, but
You
no, I'm
do
not.
though.
Just in LA, cara. You're just, soaking in up the sunshine,
I'm going
porra.
to LA in a couple months after the fight. I'm going
Okay.
to the
Oh,
high rise mansion. The high rise mansion. It's like a
now what are you doing there?
cannabis mansion. We're throwing a
Oh,
fight party. I'm a host a fight party.
High
wait, you
rise
gonna throw a
mansion.
fight? You can't talk about that.
Wait. I don't know. High rise mansion. I've never heard of that.
Look that up.
That's the Highs
Yeah, look up
mansion. It's
that
probably
up.
some. It's probably some stuff going on in there. Oh,
Huh.
porra.
Yeah, look up High Rise Mansion, High Rise Code. My guys over there, they're good people.
Do
All
they have
right.
But
like the
yeah,
highs girls or whatever in there?
it goes down over there. But I can't
Oh.
wait to go down there and
Well, yeah. Well,
throw a
you'll have to
fat
let us
party.
know when you're out here because Renato and I both live here in Los Angeles.
So you're gonna have to roll out. You probably be working.
That'd be fun. No, if I'm in town,
Karen
I'll
probably be
definitely show
working.
out.
But she's gonna want to try. Like I'm gonna be talking to the girls, and she's gonna want to try to be like, "Hey, try the calamar." I'm gonna be like, "Get out of here! What are you
I
talking
will
about?"
not block you at all.
No,
In
you're gonna be
fact,
trying to.
I will work hard to help you hook up with other girls.
No, what you're gonna be doing, you're gonna get chipsy, and then you're gonna be next to me when I'm telling a story or whatever, and then you're gonna like your hands, your pinkies is gonna start hubbing against my hand, and you're gonna want to do this.
Wish
Your hand is gonna go like this. Look.
you wish
Okay.
you will be all over me because you'll be like, oh my god,
Oh boy.
look
Yeah,
at
the high
KB
highs girls.
when KB gets dressed up and KB is like
Sure.
showing out and KB's like putting the girls out on display. Wow, look how fine she is.
Now I'm gonna save you in my back pocket.
You will wish you could get some of this.
Now I'm gonna save you as insurance. If things don't go right, I'm gonna be like this. I'll take another swig and I'll go like this. I guess I'm gonna fucking do this or whatever.
You
Oh, God.
wish.
I'll be
In
like,
your wildest dreams. Max Payne Griff, we're going to wrap it up here in a minute because it's
on that
getting
note,
late.
you're
And
salty.
he's getting ridiculous.
You're the one you're drunk.
Would you just say dick?
No, she said dick. Yeah,
She said it.
yeah.
She
We're
said
getting
it.
ridiculous.
Okay.
She's like, what is that? What do you said?
Okay.
Your dick? Who is what?
I don't know. It's time to
Whose
wrap.
dick? She said, whose
That's
dick
what
is
I'm
this?
saying, Max Payne Griff.
She's fantasizing about dick for her.
No, it's just trying to wrap it up. We've been going, we've been on for a couple hours now. I'm just saying
I know. I'm the one who's been trying to get out of here, and you keep like droning on and on about sushi halls and yeah, and you cohere. Anyway,
I love it.
Nice. Hey, listen, Max, I'm glad that your camp is going well so far for your fight with Neil Magny. It is late next month, but everybody should know that, yeah, you got a big fight coming up. And, you have the opportunity of like just really snatching his number in the rankings. So that's like a massive fight for you. I'm really excited about
I'm
that.
telling Neil Magny, you said that for her. You said, I hope you take him and snatch from the hands of the rankings. I hate that Neil.
Opportunity. He has the opportunity to.
You sure would like that opportunity, huh? To see him to fall in the rankings.
Well, I appreciate it.
I'm challenging him back me. So yeah.
Anything you want to say to your light skinned brother here, Renato?
Well, first of all, I wanna remind people who is watching here that Max Payne Griff also have a Instagrammy, and that maybe you want to follow that one. And tell them again, what is the name of that one?
It is Max Payne Griffin. Max
Payne as in Pain, not the fucking one from the video game for her.
Yes. No, there's no why.
The heel Pain. God,
yeah.
Okay. Well, we in your corner, my brother. We always rooting for you.
Thank you. It's always good to hop on here. Y'all some cool motherfuckers.
I'm gonna send you the link. Like I said, you're in the light skin club now, so I'm just gonna send you the link all the time now.
You in the loop now, porra.
No, for sure. When I got on earlier with Marvin, a bunch of people were like, Max.
See,
they
fuck
love
with
me
you,
on here, so
they do fuck with you.
Appreciate it.
You're amongst friends. You're amongst family, porra.
Absolutely.
Oh God, by the way, because he talked about it last time. I did the DNA shit. I got it back. Okay.
Did you?
And yeah, and my main stuffs on the African part, okay, was also like yours, Nigeria, porra.
Me too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Which is interesting because I never knew, and also I got like Sierra Leone and fucking Guinea. No, I gotta look it up again because some of them was very less stuff.
You got the Guinea because you said you're part Italian too.
Yeah. Well, oh God, the New Guinea. Yeah. Now, but Yeah, I'm a new gamey, porra. Um, but in any case, and yes, I did have some Italian that I fucking had no idea about. And you want to know the funniest one that I never fucking had a clue? And even though it's a low, low, low percentage, I'm a 0.1% Ashkenazi Jew. Caralho. Who- And I think because I was hearing about this, I think it's because also on my dad's side, on the black one, because there was a lot of intermingle, it turned out that he had some French and he never knew this, okay? Now, also there was a lot of cross with there was a lot of Ashkenaz Jew in France at a certain time before they
Uh-huh.
then moved. And so it's interesting stuff, and you
It
find out
is.
shit you never know. I went my whole fucking life didn't know none of this shit.
It's interesting.
It's very, very interesting stuff, yeah. So I find out that I having more people though. I like that knowing about the Italian and the
It's good.
Ashkenazi Jew and the
That's all.
fucking
It's good.
That's what I'm
the
fucking talking about.
Nigerian, because that's interesting to fucking know, you know.
Powerful.
Um,
Nice.
Anyway.
Nice. Nice. Hey, well, yeah, so Max, well, thank you for joining us. And maybe we'll see you on next Tuesday night as well, huh?
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
sure.
don't put pressure. Now you're putting the
I just
hooks in
said
the guy now.
maybe.
You're like, hey, maybe like we just want to find out that you're on the only podcast
It's
you're doing.
casual, Renato. He can
We
come
just
and go
want
as he
you.
pleases. It's
Okay.
casual.
No,
Okay.
I like it.
Leave it like
Thank
that.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
He's an outdoor cat. You can't, you can't,
Yeah,
you can't.
exactly. He's an
You
outdoor
gotta let
cat
him to just come, just scratching at the back door when he feel like that.
when he feels like it,
You
100%.
can't trap him into here
I'm
and
not
say,
trying to
yeah.
trap him. I'm
No,
letting him
cara,
just roam
you're
free.
trying to trap your Uncle Hanaj, cara.
I'm not trying to trap either of you.
You're trying to get your hooks in
You're
there.
saying the words, but
You're
I'm
trying to get your,
literally not trying
you're
to do
trying
it.
to get your paws in
You're
there.
literally wishing I would, but
You want
I'm
to put
not
your
at
meat
all.
hooks. You want to put your meat
You
hook.
literally are asking me to, and
Listen,
yet
you
I'm
put your
not.
meat hooks like this. You hold hands,
Zero
and then I go
desire to
like
hook
this.
on
I go
you,
like this. Ah, cara, you stop.
and yet you think I am. Thank you,
I'll
Max
holler
Payne
at
Griff.
y'all.
Okay, Max Payne Griff. Take
Yeah.
care, my brother.
We'll see you
Later.
soon. Maybe we'll see you
Peace.
next week, Max Payne Griff.
Mm.
Yeah.
See you later.
Peace.
Bye. Oh, Max Payne Griff.
Yeah, Max Payne. I like Maxi Payne Griff. He's all right. He's all right
I
to me.
love, I think what I love most is that
Yeah.
it's not even that hard to say Griffin or
No,
Griffin.
but he's a
Just
Griff.
too
Okay,
lazy.
I
It's just
think
Max Payne
I
Griff.
think for some reason for me is because I used to love Public Enemy so much back in the 80s,
Yeah,
like in the
yeah,
late 80s and shit.
of
And
course.
then there was the guy Professor Griff. And
Professor
so
Griff, of
for
course.
some reason if somebody's having Griff and I
It's
just like
Max
calling
Payne
them
Griff.
fucking Griff. Yeah, it's funny to me. I like that one,
It's
Griff.
Max Payne Griff. But it literally, if my daughter had been a boy, her name was going to be Griffin.
No
So I
shit.
love,
You'd be
yeah,
calling her Griff.
Griff.
You'd
Yeah.
be like, hey,
So
Griff, clean your fucking home.
no, yeah, if she had been a boy, her name was going to be Griffin.
I would have been Griff's idol. Can you imagine? He'd be trying to talk like me. He would want to do everything the way I do for him.
But yeah, Max Payne Griff, it makes me laugh because I'm like, it's not that hard to say Max Payne Griffin, but he's just Max Payne Griff.
It is what it is, for him.
Yeah, he's a good kid.
At least we're shortening it. I hate when people. It's one of my pet peeves when people add some shit that they don't need to add. Like, it drives me crazy when someone goes, "Oh, also true," blah blah blah. Also true. You ever hear people say that?
Also, too, right?
Oh,
Okay,
just say
but
one of the fucking ones. Just say
but
like,
isn't
yeah, and
do you know where?
oh,
Okay, but that's the same thing
it's
as saying like,
overkill. It's
do you
redundant.
know where Renato stay at?
Well,
Well,
that's different. Oh, caralho, that's different.
that's what I'm saying. Now, if we're getting into the whole, like, do you
Oh,
know
that's
where
different.
Renato is at? Like,
No,
when you
but
say,
I
do you know
talk
where
to.
Renato is?
What I'm talking about is people who is like you hear somebody who is educated, very educated, and speaks very proper on a podcast or something, and then they're talking about it. They go, and also true is also true, and I'm like, shut the fuck up with the also true, porra. Just say also.
Yeah, I
Stop
haven't
it
heard
with
also
also
too
true.
much. To be
Drive
honest,
me fucking
I
nuts.
don't run
It
in
feels like
also.
it's in vogue. I'm
I
serious. I
don't
hear a lot of women saying it, and I go, "Stop saying the also
I
true.
don't run in also two circles because I don't hear it and I've never said it.
No
So
more also true."
I've never said it, so I won't. I don't plan on it. Okay, so
You know
yeah.
what's
Oh,
another one that bothered
educated
me? I
like a
have to
brown
be honest.
alum. You're right. What happened?
Never mind the brown alarms. You know, it's another one that get it that grind my gears or whatever.
What's that?
And this is one. It's probably only me. You know how people from the south, instead of saying when something happened, they'll say whenever.
Give me
Have you
context.
ever heard that one? They go like, "Oh yeah, yeah, I saw that whenever I watched the so and so fight or whatever." Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Do you know what I'm talking about?
yeah.
It's
I
like
have
they
heard that.
adding a long ass word when it's just when, and they
This
go,
is
"Oh yeah, yeah, whenever oh yeah, that's whenever I met blah blah blah," and you're like, whenever, fuck. And it's just,
yeah,
if you meet someone from Florida or some shit like that,
yeah.
they just do that. That's it. Or Texas, I
I
think
will
they do that.
say, as a northerner, and it never is anything within my vernacular at all. But I find fitting like the whole. I find that very endearing. Actually, like
Oh
I'm
yeah, yeah.
finna.
Okay, I was about to say I don't mind it at all.
I'm finna do this and I'm finna do that.
Yeah, I
Like
don't
I,
mind that. I
for
don't mind
some
that.
reason,
But
I
that's
find that
shortening it. I think
I find that very endearing.
but that's the thing for me. It's like if you're shortening it, I don't mind it at all. But it's when you're making it very long for no
Yeah,
fucking reason,
when
and
you belabor it for no reason, right?
I'm like, why are you putting the whenever on there when it's when is even easier? I'd be
Yeah,
less. I don't know. I don't get it,
I
but it
get it.
is what it is. I can't stop
I
them from
get it.
saying it. But
I get it.
it
Well,
just make me go, hmm.
I will say when people want to see our shows, whenever they want to, they can look at festivities.com now, Hanato. We have
Now that's
festivities.
yeah,
We
yeah.
have festivities.com. I want to let everybody know with festivities.com, all of our shows are there now in one place. There's a button for all of our shows. There's a button for Tuesday Night Festivities, and there's a button for the after party. But you can just hit all of our shows, and all of our shows are there now in one
Is
place,
there a button where they
festivities.com.
can just text your Uncle Henas directly and ask
Not
all the
yet.
deepest, darkest secret?
There are there are links to our social media for now. Right now, there's no. It's a very basic site. It's just got our shows and how to find us on
Well,
social
why you
media
made it to be basic? Why you didn't make it with all the
because it's
bell and
baby
whistle?
steps. It's baby steps. We'll add bios and you can add all the fabulous things about you, and we can
Well, add
add
all
an
that ones.
email to you, all that to you.
Add
But
all
it's
that
a
ones. What are you waiting for?
well.
What do
Apparently,
I
I
gotta
was
do
waiting.
around here?
I mean, yeah, but it's basic for now, but the most important stuff is there, and that is all of our shows, all in one place,
Fair
festivities.com.
enough. Do they have a donation button where they could go, I pledge?
I actually disabled the donation button because I
Oh,
felt
gotta
like,
you perish the thought.
well,
Put that one back.
I will eventually maybe say not donate, but like
Now
support.
donate. Put in there. And how can we put? Can you put a little monies that's already in the cup? Like do an icon that have a cup with money so that people is attracted to put that. They go, oh, people
Like the
already
church
put in there.
tithing with
Yeah.
people already.
Or no, I got an idea. You know the one where it's like put it in this one to they do it like it's a game. Like if you like the color or whatever, put it in this one. If it's or you like Luke or you like Laura or you like team Edward or you team Brad
Okay,
Pitt or
yeah,
you
yeah,
team
yeah.
so and so, and then people with dummies who go like this. Oh carajo, I like it Brad Pitt. You know what I mean? And then it's like, but it's money carajo, and it's going into my coffers.
Yeah. Oh,
Basically,
yeah.
give me money.
I yeah.
How about this? You pay me
If
whatever
I
you
got
think
you,
for the year that they're probably gonna donate, and then you can keep the rest.
I would rather not. I would, to be honest, TBH. I would rather not have a donate button. I would rather us have like we could have maybe some merch. Maybe we could have some.
No, I like it better donate. Because it's you see who's really in your corner. No, you see who's really in your corner. Who is selfless.
And
You know
I
how that
personally
guy.
would rather say, hey, if you want to give us $10, I'd rather give you a cup
Mm,
that said on one
no,
side that said "Ah
it is better
caralho"
to
on one
give.
side, and then on the other side it said
No,
"I am so sorry," because
no. Let's cut out the middleman. It's better to give than also to receive. For them, it's better. It's better,
I
and
just think I'd rather sell
they're gonna
merch
feel
than just
selfless.
ask for donations.
Never mind merch. Never mind merch. You can get merch anywhere. Where else can you donate to your Uncle Hanach? God,
But would it be? I just think I would rather have shirts that say "Yeah, caralho" or like I'm so sorry," or that like, or just, or
yeah,
like,
you're gonna schlep that ones over to the fucking post office.
maybe.
Yeah,
Thank you for the donation, Vlad. Thank you for hitting the bell. Vlad hit the notification bell so that they know when we have new shows.
I like that one. I like it, Vlad. The Vlad
Yeah,
the Impaler.
exactly. Hey, so in the meantime, like I said, everything is available on fistivities.com now. But where can people find you on social media, Hanato?
Oh God, it's funny you should ask that one. I was just thinking about my that's my Instagram. That's Renato_Laranja. And they can
Nice.
find me. They can find any little post that I do. My musings about stuff. You know where what I'm doing lately. And then in the DMs, God knows what kind of stuff you can find in there.
Nice, nice, nice.
Mm.
Well, over on Instagram,
Okay, well we done.
I'm at KBheat, and that is where our festivities show initiates on Tuesday nights. Tonight we had Marvin Vittori on with us earlier, so you can either
Marvino,
look on my
Vittori.
he was great. You can look on my KBheat Instagram or to see the whole show, or I'll put it here on YouTube and our website, fistivities.com. I will put those there on tomorrow, which would be Wednesday. But yeah, also on Twitter and on YouTube, Karyn Bryant, Karyn, Bryant as in Kobe, no relation, but may he rest in peace.
Why don't
So
you
yeah,
say Bryant as in jelly bean? You know, the other one, the jelly bean branch.
oh yeah, Jelly Bean, right. Yeah, they just don't know him as well. Kobe
Okay.
Bryant is probably the most famous
I
Bryant.
suppose, I guess.
Uh, other than
Anyway.
me and other than Bryant Refrigerator. I think they make like some like industrial refrigeration or
Also,
something.
Bryant Heaves was the original big country. It's a basketball player, but never mind. Don't worry about that one.
Okay.
He played for the Grizzly.
Okay. Okay. Um, but yeah, and also on what had happened was, like I said, the show I do with Angela Hill, we had on Kyler Phillips and Roxanne Modafferi, who are both fighting on Saturday at UFC 271, and it's Roxanne Modafferi's last fight, Hanato.
Yeah, who's she fighting?
She's fighting Casey O'Neill. It's gonna be a tough fight, but Roxy's such a sweet
Oh,
girl.
oh yeah. Oof, that's tough. That's tough. But you know what? Hoxan can surprise the fuck out of you just when you least
Yeah,
expect that once. Um,
yeah,
I met her a couple times. What a sweetheart she
sweetheart.
is, and you can't, she's a legend. I mean, she really is. I mean, she's someone who was out there blazing trails when there was very few people doing that shit.
Yep,
And I
yep.
mean, you can imagine the sawdust joints that she did fights in the countries and the various. I mean, she probably could hide some interesting books about her travels, and the shit that she's seen along the way.
True.
Boy,
A
yeah,
hundred percent.
interesting
A hundred
person.
percent. Very much so. Cool. Okay. Well, like I said, this is episode 23. Hanato and I have done 23 episodes of Tuesday Night Festivities, and we also have a bunch of after parties as well. We got a pretty amazing guest list. Somehow we keep pulling it off. I don't know how, but we just somehow
Yeah, I
do.
wonder. I wonder why they want to spend the night with the likes of the two of us. Who knows? They could
Anyway,
do a lot
ho-
worse, Paul.
hopefully you guys can check it out. But anyway, yeah, thanks so much for joining us tonight. Really appreciate it. And yeah, we'll see you next Tuesday.
Somebody said I need to put the deodorant because I may have a yellow spot. But you know what though? The truth is this is a brand new Chang Chop, so I don't even had a chance to get some spots. So suck my I mean liar, pants on fire. Okay?
Thanks for joining us, everybody. We'll see you
Mm,
next time.
I smell the deodorant. Uh.
Bye.